Welcome to day number 5 here in Tenerife for the Playa Surf CBbC Hotel Grand Slam. Yes, and today we are mixing it up. We had a bit of slalom action the last couple of days, but we are on with the waves today. We've got Arthur Rukin from France in this first one. We've got Simon Tula from Denmark. We've got Finn Mellon from Ireland and Mr. Smooth, the smooth operator from Germany, but obviously a bit of a local here in Tenerife. So we've got a few Goyas in this one with Mellon and Smooth on the yellow Goyas. We've got a Rukin on the gun, red one on your screen there, which is F7, and then Tula will be on the, I think, yellow Patrick. So quite a few yellow sails in this one. Let us know in the commentary, in the comments, I should say, on YouTube, who you're rooting for, who you're cheering for, who you want to win, who do you think's going to win. We've got light-ish wins, so most of the guys on their bigger sails, 5.3s, their bigger boards, you know, 90 to 100-litre boards. So it is a little bit of a different competition than we used to seeing from what we've seen in Pozo, but a whole new skill set as Tula looks like he's riding a wave down that bottom end. Forward loop from Mellon, maybe, or Smooth. Oh, there's Finn Mellon on the way in. Got to work these waves. I mean, there is some pretty flat sections out there, but beggars can't be choosers, as they say in the UK. You've got to take what you've got, and when we look at the forecast, there is no guarantees we are going to get, you know, the pumping conditions that it can get here in Tenerife. So, you know, this is kind of an average day. It can be a really fun day. Free sailing, obviously competition. It is difficult to really stand out from other competitors, so you've got to find those moments. But we're usually always getting some wave action here in Cabezzo Beach. There's always a little bit of action going on. Just ignore the guy, I think, on the blue sail. He's not in this competition. There's a few free sailors that are left over from the warm-up. But we've got the two Goyas. This actually looks like maybe a free sailor as well. He's going to get right in the way. There's a couple of free sailors out there. We need to get rid of them. But, oh, that was Smooth, I think. Just bogging the rail. Hopefully we can get the jet skiing and get him moved on. But at the moment, Simon Tula looking good. A 3-point wave and a 4-1-2. Tehran is tuned in once again. Good morning and a thumbs up. We've got Party Watermelon. The Melon's got some cheerleaders out there. The smooth operator. There he is. This is Simon Tula on the, like I say, on the Patrick. Yellow does seem to be the colour the last couple of seasons. I think some have been leading the way for a few years, but everyone seems to be going down the old yellow route. It stands out, that's for sure. There we go. That's the action. I'm not sure what that 0.7's doing in there. It's probably like free sailing, going, oh, this is quite nice. Not many people sailing today. It's only 4 guys. Oh, beautiful. Glad I turned up on this week. It's empty. If you know him, give us a shout out in the comments. I've definitely picked up some sort of cold. The Canaries is like a hotbed for getting colds, I think. It's all those English people coming over, giving the lurgy. But we'll be seeing, I don't think we're going to be seeing some crazy jumping today, but we will be seeing back loops, obviously forward loops. No action at the moment from Simon Tula on the jumping front, though. It looks pretty difficult to jump, I won't lie. You've got to spend a bit of time looking for that little bowl, and here we go, Tula looking for the bowl. It's a nice hit. And he's on the right side of that peak as well. 2 front side turns. Going to get another one here as well. Tula looking good. Making the best of it. So pretty comfortably in the lead, Mr. Tula. Although Smooth just laying down a 6-point wave. That's maybe the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. Arutkin has actually slipped to 3rd place. Arutkin on the red gun sail. Malin just ahead of him on the Goya. Oh, that looks a good turn from Arutkin. We only saw the end of it. But really interesting, you know, the conditions that the boys are sailing in today are really fun conditions. Like most of, I'm sure you guys at home would be love to be out there. Quite relaxing, you know, there's not that much power to the wave. There's not much period in the swell. But there's a little bit of wind around. There's a little bit of kick, and here we go, Arutkin looking for that jump. There's the back loop. Nails it. So that will help the cause a little bit. But he's got to find the wave scores. Tula getting a 3.62 for that last wave. So that was 6-point wave from Smooth. Maybe it was a 360. Maybe there was something decent on that. This is Malin. Just looking for his jump. There's definitely a few of the tourists, let's say, that are mixed up in this heat. Like I said, probably just oblivious to what's happening, thinking, oh, it's lovely. Just empty at CBbC today. This is Smooth again. So he's a bit of a local here in CBbC. And he's making it count at the moment. That 6-point wave is a real outlier. Biggest heat. Oh, he's just knocked in a 4 as well. So sitting in 1st place here as Simon Tula takes to the air for that back loop. Just comes up a little under rotated. He's going to sail away from it. It will be a score, but he lost a few points. Just tried to put that nose in a little bit early because he had a lot of forward speed, so he needed to catch it, but maybe just caught it a bit early. But at the moment it's Smooth. The Smooth operator is leading. The Smooth criminal. But all the allegations were dropped, so we shouldn't really talk about that. Simon Tula looking solid in 2nd place, but when you've got Arthur Arutkin back in 4th, you're thinking, what's going on? I mean, that guy can put in some wave scores. This looks like a little bit of a section. Oh, maybe should have waited for that to double up. That looked like it had a good front side section for it. Went for the backside 3, but you're looking at that double up, that would have had some power to it. When you get those double ups here, they're actually the kind of ones you want because you get double the power on these soft days. Okay, we've got empty water right now. Everyone's gone home. Hello, anybody out there? There's one, spotted one. The lesser spotted Arthur Arutkin out in the wild. Looking for a wave here. Might get something. Needs to find that bowl. Oh, we're not going to see. We're going to see the back loop from Tula, but under rotates. And Arutkin couldn't quite find the juice. The Smooth is leading still by a comfortable margin, you've got to say it. A lot of work to do here from the other boys. It's a 16-minute heat, 2 waves, 1 jump to count. This is Finn Mellon in third place. Going over Godzilla there, you can see the rock just under the water. He wasn't far off giving that a little clip there. He's gone to find a jump by the looks of it. It's not something you see very often. Mellon taken to the skies. But he's got some moves. He's going to sniff out right now. Smooth coming upwind. Wants to upgrade on that 3-3-3 forward. Oh, and there we go. Oh, Tula just forcing it round. That's the problem. These guys can back loop, you know, 10 out of 10 most of the times. It's just when you're in a heat and you get that one opportunity, it's at a funny angle, but you know there's nothing else on offer that run. You kind of take the risk and try and push it off not a very set up section, let's say. Here we go. Smooth. Put the nail in the coffin. It maybe has dropped a little bit. The big man's struggling to plane. What's he got for us? Smooth, maybe looking for the backy. Can't quite find the ramp. Table, he loves a tabletop forward. So not much looking like it's going to change here. Smooth and Tula, Mellon and Arukin. Arukin only finding one wave by the looks of it on my scorecard. I don't know if that's everything come through. He's got a back loop of 488, highest scoring jump of the heat, but just hasn't found the waves. But I'm sure I've seen him ride a few. So maybe there is some sort of backlog on his wave rides coming through. So maybe we see a change. Maybe not. The wind has dropped a bit. I mean, the tide is coming up. High tide, the wind does tend to drop. Arutkin's there on that red gun sail. Keep an eye on him for the wave rides. It must be getting towards the end of the heat. All the riders jibing around. Arutkin just finishing off a wave here. I mean, it would be strange for an own, and there we go. That is the end of the heat. I mean, surely Arutkin didn't just get 2 waves in that. If we do see one more wave drop in, then yeah, that's what happened. But I'm kind of surprised. But if that is the results, that's Smooth. Smooth has killed it. I mean, not a question that Lawrence Smooth is through. 3.33 on the forward loop, 6 on one wave, 4 on the other wave, 13.33. And in second place, without any other scores dropping in, it is Simon Tula in second place. Finn Mellon in third, and Arthur Arutkin down in fourth place. I mean, probably the top seed in that matchup. There does seem to be a lag of wave scores for Arutkin though, so I'm not counting him out just yet, just because I don't see any other scores dropping in, just one wave score. We saw another wave at the end, which has also not dropped in, so maybe there is a glitch in the matrix. Let's wait and see. But officially that is that for that heat. And we will be going on to heat number 2, which has got some pretty big names in it. There's Smooth. Interestingly chose to come in down the bottom. There's Henry, telling him he destroyed it. Yeah, still no second wave score coming in for Arutkin. Interesting. We will watch that space. But Heat 2 coming up next. Clarec. Yeah, Baptiste Clarec. And there we go. Just heard the hooter go. 16-minute heat just about to kick off. We've got Viskovic in this one. One of the masters. Tyree Wave champion, I think 1999. Had a few years out while the kids grew up, and he's back. There's Baptiste Clarec with a back loop. And we also got Anton Richter. Just went past with that white rash vest, I think. And then local boy Tim Van Dam on the Bruges setup. I don't know if the boys can go to the right, because most of the riders are gone there. We got D0, that is Viskovic. There we go, Tim Van Dam with the yellow rash vest. Forward loop from Tim. Sustained a bit of an injury with a double accident over in Pozo. So good to see he's back on the water. Baptiste Clarec. Yeah, it's been a while. Obviously the Fiji Wave champion from that crazy event they did over there on Cloudbreak. It's a hell of a good tack though, that, isn't it? Come on, show some appreciation for that tack. You don't get any points for it, but he's not in the heat. This guy is Viskovic on the purple, and not this guy, no. He's not in it. There we go. Viskovic with the 0, D0. So you can see the rash vest colours. We've got the red looks like Baptiste. White is Anton Richter. We've got yellow, looks like Tim Van Dam. And then I'm guessing it's blue Viskovic. I can't see from here, but look at that from Tim Van Dam. Perfect section to hit. Time that to perfection. Well, that's what you do. Back loop 4.75 for Anton Richter. Not a bad score. It's going to be difficult. We're going to see some upsets in these type of conditions, but you know, because it is not as crazy wavy, it's not as windy, you know, different people come up. So it's not that it's unfair. I just think some people are better in these conditions. And yeah, there is a little bit of waiting around. There might be, like in all sort of wave scenarios, there's a bit of luck whether you get that bowl, but there's a lot of skill in whether you get that bowl as well. The skill definitely outweighs the luck, but there will always be an element of luck if one big set comes through. You know, the skill factor is there. Like, you've got to wait. You've got to know it's coming. Oh, no-handed back loop from Baptiste Clarec there. I wonder what that's going to score. I quite like it. The old flapping of the wings. So let's see what they score, that no-handed back loop. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think of the no-handed back loop? There is a few people asking for the scores on the screen. I don't know if that is possible with this crew, but we'll ask. Okay. There is work going on behind the scenes, apparently. Obviously, if you want to see the scores, get your phone out, get the live scores on the website, and then watch, obviously, this on YouTube. You can have it on two different places. I'm going to do my best to update you, but that no-handed back loop coming in at a 5.57. So pretty solid score for the no-handed back loop. 6.62 for that big hit from Tim Van Dam. Yeah, that score's nice. He puts another wave in, and he's looking in pretty good shape. With but Baptiste Clarec just going around that backside three. Still waiting for official results from that Heat 1. We think we've got it right. We're currently experiencing a few technical problems, so the result from Heat 1 will be delayed. Okay, that makes sense, because like I said, there was definitely some scores missing on the Arthur Rutkin side. He did have the best jump. He was the top seed, but only one wave score coming in, which was obviously strange. So we know Smooth is through because he finished in first. So I would imagine that is true, but maybe a Rutkin could go into first, could go into second, and that would make the difference between Simon Tudor going through or not. But 9 minutes 30 on the clock. Back loop from Richter 4.62. That no-handed back loop from Clarec 5.57. Forward loop from Van Dam 3.12. And a forward loop from Viskovic 2.78. Highest wave score of the heat from this man, Tim Van Dam. Tabletop forward from Van Dam. That might improve. I think that will improve his jump score. He's got 6.62 on the wave. Highest wave of the heat. Clarec with the second highest of 4.38 from the young Frenchman. Always exciting to watch Baptiste sailing. He's a bit all or nothing, which is always good to watch. Doesn't really hold back. Obviously, bust his foot like Liz Frank and still managed to get to the final in Chile, which was, I mean, that is insane that you could even do that. I mean, the guy is obviously able to shut out pain, because that is not easy. Bust his foot on the warm-up to the event and then sailed through the event, and then if you watch that final in Chile where he was just going crazy, obviously he didn't pay off, but just the fact that he was going crazy just shows how much he's just got some mind over matter. Here we go. Van Dam on the Bruche. Bruche's stuff. He's making a good account of himself here. Obviously, Danny Bruche, one of the main organisers of this event, or is the main organiser of this event and driving force behind it. Him and Playa Surf. And Bruche Boards is obviously one of the sponsors. His brand. They do have, you know, a connection with Playa Surf Hotel and the rental centre down there as well. I think there's a deal at the moment. If you buy a new Bruche board, you get 3 nights in the hotel for free. I think that was something. Here we go. Baptiste Clarec doesn't really need another jump because he's already got the highest jump of the heat, but he needs to find some waves. At the moment, Richter just putting in a 5.50 puts him up into first place. So Richter at the moment leading about the halfway stage, or just past the halfway stage. Tim Van Dam in second place, and Baptiste Clarec at the moment, despite having the highest jump score, is in third place, so would not be qualifying at this point. His highest scoring waves are 4.38, but then only a 2.62. And here we go, Anton Richter flying out. What's he got for us? One-handed, all the way off. Nice landing. That's going to score well. Solid from Richter. This is Viskovic. Trying to make it count. Here we go. Anton Richter. Oh, he had a nice section there. Viskovic just trying to do a little backy off the end section. Doesn't make it. So still Van Dam in second place. Richter in first. Clarek, even with a 3.62 wave on the last one, is in third place. Tim's got a hell of a hit on him. So, you know, when he does find those sections and he puts that power down, he can score some decent points. If he can up the jump score as well, he's got a 3.58 for that table forward. There we go, backside 3 for Correct, straight into a little front side. There's going to be no action out here. We stay with Clarek on the inside. Yeah, just wants to tacker and still makes it round. So backside 3 and a tacker. I mean, a tiny wave, but I think the judges are going to reward that. Some definite technical difficulty there, even though the size of the wave wasn't quite at it. Pretty impressive he made it through that tacker. And that might put him up into the top spots. Looks like we're going to get a co-commentator in the house. And he's only gone and brought a chocolate orange. Oh, he knows how to win a man's heart here. Yeah, we'll have to see if... have we got a second commentator? We'll just check his sound. Yeah, check. That's it, you're in, I think.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Colin Whippy Dixon.
How's it going?
Very good, mate.
Mate, you're going to have to fill me in because I've been down south at the mechanics and I've literally left this El Médano at 8 a.m. So what's been going on?
Well, we've actually second heat of the day, so not crazily into it so far. We've got, you know, kind of average Cabezo conditions. I mean, you live here, you know. How do you rate these conditions?
It's pretty average, yeah.
Low average, you know, this is sort of standard. If you're coming, you're going to get this.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't a good day,
no,
but it's a saleable day, which most people around the world will be happy with. But with the forecast that we've got, they've obviously got to go and push through. But at the moment, we've got Anton Richter leading. Baptiste correct, didn't get the score on that small wave. So obviously the judges didn't really like that small wave from Baptiste. He had a backside 3 and a little tacker. But they want to see a bit more size. They probably classed it as a bit too much like freestyle. And I thought Tim Van Dam might get a set here. Might get this second one. Sometimes the second one is better than the first. You can see there's a bit of different swell directions there.
Well, it just proves how hard it is with Tim. He's a local guy here and he bogged them. You know, he normally rips it.
But he has got the highest wave score so far of the heat, 6.62.
What are they scoring? Is it 2 jumps?
1 jump, 2 waves.
1 jump, 2 waves. Fair enough.
We've got 2 minutes 30 to go, so we are clocking through. What is the white noise in the background? That is the air conditioning unit. I'm sat here in a jumper. But the first day we didn't have the AC on and the whole system said, I'm too hot, and it shut down. So we have to have that on, otherwise you won't be seeing anything and you'll be complaining. Tim Van Dam with 2 minutes to go. Oh, rocket.
A little bit too late.
Rocket.
Baptiste on the wave on the inside.
Baptiste needs to find something and soon. He's running out of time. Baptiste correct. Like I say, the Fiji champion. This guy, finalist in Chile. Could he be going out in the first round here in Tenerife? I mean, that would be an upset.
Yeah.
I mean, Richter's looking good at the moment. Tim Van Dam still needs that second wave score really to boost up, or he needs to improve on his jump score.
Looks like he's going upwind to line up a jump.
Yeah. Baptiste doesn't have to do much, though, but Baptiste needs a wave. He's already got the highest jump score. This is Viskovic.
Well pronounced.
Say that with your
I was going to say.
Rolo in your mouth.
Yeah, big sail too, huh?
Yeah, he's not getting the scores at the moment. But not a bad wave, but just, not just getting the power delivery. It's a funny place here in Tenerife. You've got to be able to time those bowl sections. And here we go. Tim Van Dam looking for the jump. Ooh, sketchy. Baptiste. Ooh, that's not a good wave. This is bad news for Mr. Baptiste Clarec here. With 45 seconds to go, he's coming to the inside. He needs a bowl. He might get it here. He might actually get it unless it doesn't. No. I think he's out. With 30 seconds to go, he's not going to get another opportunity here. You know, he would get maybe a jump opportunity, but he's already got a 5.57. So he needs another wave. So Baptiste Clarec, unless he can get out and turn around in 20 seconds, he is early exit. Yeah, it is. 16. We'll keep an eye on that black sail of Baptiste Clarec.
Attack pretty soon.
He needs to go now with 10 seconds. And now he's no chance.
He's lost it.
No, it's over. Oh dear. Well, that's a big upset there.
Nice for Tim.
A nice one, yeah. Tim Van Dam, local boy, Brucey Boards, obviously sponsors of this competition, and him going through and being sponsored are nothing to do. They're not the same thing. It's just a coincidence, obviously, because he's local and sponsored by Bruce. But that'll be good news for Danny Bruce, main organizer, seeing his man go through, and a big upset for Baptiste Clarec.
Shame.
I mean, we've seen him pumping Fiji mast and a half high, hitting lips. You know, the level is incredible. And then we've got what we've got here today: softer, bigger sails, and obviously maybe not his cup of tea.
But as you were saying earlier, that's what makes the all-round wave sailor, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be able to perform in any condition, even if it's crappy or if it's massive, windy or no wind, onshore or offshore.
Yeah. So everyone who's just tuning in, this is the Pro Men Fleet. We're here in Tenerife for the Playa Surf CBbC Hotel Grand Slam. This is obviously El Médano, the Cabezzo Beach. We've had a couple of days of slalom, and now we're into men's wave. Obviously, the conditions are small. You know, it's light, but the best guys will get through to the end. Trust me. You see the names at the end. The middle guys might move around a bit, but when you see the top guys, you will see they can still make it happen. It's not easy.
What size sails are they using, do you know?
5'3".
Yeah.
Usual sizes. There is a few
Perret
guys 5'6", maybe.
Yeah,
5'6", maybe something a little bit bigger.
I think that's where Perret did so well last year, having that bit of bigger sail, the extra bit of power to get himself into good situations. I think it helps to have a bit of power, definitely, because it's pretty onshore today. There's a bit of northerly in it. It makes it a bit more onshore.
Yeah, they were worried about today. They thought it was going to be a lay day. That's the rumours I heard. And then everyone got this morning and was like, oh, hang on a minute. We are on.
Right, who's in this heat? Do we know?
We do know. Heat number 3 is coming up next. We got Friedel. We've got Merlac, which is Nicodem. Who's out on the Goya? Ishii.
Nice.
Takara Ishii, I think.
Straight with the planing forward.
And we got Mafner in this on the duotone.
Forecast. Problem is, as you said before, I hit Nico.
Nicodem Merlac?
Yeah, he's on a 5'3" and a big board, 91 litres.
He's quite a big fella, isn't he?
100, yeah, he's like 88, 90 kilos.
Yeah, just spinning around
Sailing
a little forward.
Good, actually. He's upped his game over the last couple of years, smashing out some doubles now and again. So
Polish rider lives in Cabezzo? Well, lives in Tenerife.
He lives around here, El Médano. Forecast should change. It keeps changing every day, this forecast. But at the end of the week, I know we can't wait for the end of the week, but it's looking good. Attack on the inside. Yeah.
I think they're hoping to get through the first round,
just to get result,
at least today, just to make some headway, because you never know what the forecast is going to bring. Did we have official results for Heat 1 yet? Don't see them. Not yet. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to have the live scoring on the screen. For some reason, it's showing up on the phone, but not on the screen. It sounds strange, but sometimes these technical things are above my head, and I just say okay. So that's the deal. But we do our best to keep you up to date.
Okay, with a couple of turns, milking it on the inside. Not much there to, not much going on at the moment, is there?
No, not at all.
For a wave comp, it's going to be waiting out back and kind of picking the only few that come through. Yeah, it looks pretty flat and windless at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, these are the days you do get here
There we go.
in CBbC, but that's better.
But that's also the skill they're looking for, the judges, isn't it? To wait and pick out
Yeah.
the...
And that's the thing you got to remember. It's like, yeah, okay, obviously everybody wants the pumping conditions we can get here in CBbC, but you gotta go with what you dealt with. And the good guys, like I said, will make it look better than the other guys, and they're the guys are going to be going through the heats. You know, there's definitely an element of luck with all types of competitions in the waves, but there's a massive amount of skill as well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not like you can luck your way to the final.
Quite a tricky place to read, though, CBbC too, I found. So
yeah.
It's definitely going to be the local guys are going to probably be on the biggest ones of the day for sure. It'll be very interesting to see.
I've got to be honest, if I had to pick one comp, I'd probably be this one, because this one you need that little bit of knowledge, and it really helps. And I've sailed here quite a lot, and there's definitely some things to get right. If you've never sailed here before, you can get a bit lost, which sounds weird, but it's
believe it or not, even though I live here, it's one of the most hardest places to read because of different depths of the tide.
Yeah.
It changes, it breaks in different places, changes all the time throughout the day, so it's really tricky. Unless there's a full-on south swell where it lines up throughout the whole bay.
Yeah. Well, like I try and explain to people, it's like the main thing is there's a big A-frame opposite the bunker.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can hit that peak at the right time, you can basically go down the line from there. You've got to be good at riding like a little bit onshore, because it is down the line, but it's onshore down the line, which sounds onshore. Weird, but if you've ever sailed Tenerife, you'll understand what I mean. And then if you cannot get down the line from there, then you have to come back up towards us, which then becomes a backside, frontside, frontside ride all the way in. But they don't score as much as the full-on hits towards the bunker. So, and you've got to go a lot earlier than you think. But then you can go too early, and then you end up at the lip, and it's not a lip, you know. And then you can go too late, and then you get stuck. So it's just about, you know, perfection in timing. So judging that much is the hardest thing here. And not getting too carried away, you know, biding your time, waiting for the moment. Maybe you only go for 2 waves, or you go for the, you know, the numbers approach. Not bad though, that.
Or 1 or 2 good hits instead of 3 or 4 little hits that are going down, ending up onto the bunker. It also gets very shallow down there very quickly, down at the bunker, definitely as the tide drops. So you kind of want to get out of there pretty quick. God, it looks light on the inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks like Friedel.
Well, the problem here, when it's super high tide, all this water is coming in, it's kind of going with the wind, so you kind of get that wind with tide effect, not against. So it kind of kills it a little bit. It's really frustrating on the inside sometimes, definitely in the lighter condition days.
Max Speakman said, Ben, Colin, are you having a crack at the Masters this year? Colin? Didn't see your name on that list.
No, well, I've just finished a clinic yesterday, so I was busy working. Funny enough, I just turned old enough to become a master 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So next year, Max. Why are you going to enter? Max is a ripper. Get out here. The level's quite. I see Brian Tarman's entered this year.
Yeah.
The Irie man.
Horrocks didn't enter.
No, I saw that. And you, Ben?
I didn't enter, but more because the forecast
Injury.
looked like it was, well, not just that, the forecast was all in a couple of days, and with me doing the commentary, it's pretty difficult to find the time. If it had been a longer forecast, then I would have...
Did you get out much in Pozo?
I didn't get out once.
Did you?
20 minutes.
When's the last time you went port tack wave sailing?
Pozo. 20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes. Before then?
It doesn't matter. I don't, like a
Cape
bike.
Town,
It's like
Cape
riding a
Town.
bike.
Yeah,
like
fair
riding
enough,
a bike.
fair enough.
Nah, but I like sailing.
As long as you've got your own bike. Have you got your bike here?
I have not, but Tenerife, it takes me a 10, 20 minute, half an hour session to get into it, but it's like I've sailed here so much that
you know
I do quite like it. That looks nice.
Oh, thrown out the back.
It looks maybe the conditions have dropped off a bit from when we first went out this morning. There was definitely a bit more power. Obviously, we've got high tide now, and high tide, the wind does drop a little bit.
You get that effect where it just dies. We had some guy told us the theory about it one day, didn't we? He got quite techers on why the reason the wind drops. But I reckon it's because all the water comes in and it goes with the wind, so you do get that wind with tide effects. That's how I feel. And then round the other sides of the bay, you get all the buildings that cover the water as the tide comes in.
Yeah. No, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's
it's
always some local effects of things happening. Right, let's have a look at the scores. Let's give you a little bit of an update. At the moment, Friedel leading 475 on his first wave, 350 on the second wave, puts him firmly ahead without a jump. We got Nikodem Merlak from Poland in second place. Just average scores, but filling his score sheet. And we've got Ishii in third place, not really finding the wave scores yet, but with a 3-1-2 forward. And then we've got Mafna at the moment with no jump scores and just a couple of wave scores. So a lot will change in this heat, but we're already halfway through. But you can already see the jump is not an easy thing to get nailed down. You know, these guys do back loops with their eyes shut. You'd expect to see some back loops. This looks good from Ishii. Nice. And he's on the right side of that peak, and that's what I'm saying. You can see the bunker in the background, and that's just like the perfect view to understand how you can ride this wave down the line. If you line up with that bunker for the first hit, and then you ride it down the line like he did. Obviously, super light, not much power, and there's not much power in the wave at the moment, but that is exactly the setup you need to score the big points if, you know, you've got the opportunity to throw down some big hits. For people just joining, asking who's commentating, obviously me, Ben Prophet, I'm usually here, but we've got Colin Whippy Dixon, guest commentator in the house, obviously local, got a house up the road.
Yeah, just up the road, just upwind. You see it in the camera action in there, in the camera.
Nice.
On the drone anyway.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Out here coaching, I'm a coach, I do some clinics with Ben in Cape Town, and living the dream.
You've been a coach for a long time. Have you ever went to Club Vass, Club Darhab, Club Margarita back in the day?
Yeah, we did a boat trip in Cape Verde too, Itoma. So yeah, been doing it for a while. Even got you down the coaching route now, eh, Ben? We have some fun in Cape Town.
Yeah. It's been like 10 years.
It was 10 years. I saw 10 years. Well, it was your 40th. Was the first year, I think.
Yeah.
So what are you, 42 now? So yeah, 2 years.
6 minutes on the clock.
But yeah, if any guys ever in Tenerife and you're struggling in Cabezzo, that's definitely where people benefit from the lessons. If you ever come to Cabezzo and you're struggling out there, come and I'll give you a Cabezzo lesson. Just teach you how to kind of read the conditions, when and where to go out and where not to come in.
Yeah, it's definitely worth having something here to turn up cold turkey. Just jump in. It's a bit like hard to work out, especially depending on the tide. It makes a big difference. Yeah. And looking at that, Ishii with that 6-point wave, that could have been that wave down the line, and then backed it up with a 3.78, goes into the lead. 12.9 at the moment for Ishii, and then we got Friedel with a 3.5 on his last wave, puts in just a little 2-point forward. Goes on to 10.37, puts him in second place. But with those type of scores, if you can find something decent, they'll change very quickly. So not all over yet, but Ishii heading up the scoreboard at the moment with 12.9.
5 minutes to go, not long.
Yeah, it's definitely got lighter. When we turned up this morning, everyone was flying around like full planing. Dieter was out on, I think, 5.3, fully planing, never, not off the plane.
He was out when I left at like 9 a.m. I think he was.
Yeah. Here we go, Mafna.
Okay.
Now that's the classic Cabezzo. You go along the wave too close in, and then by the time you turn, the wave has already broken. You've got to come in from the top here in Cabezzo. Like, you've got to get yourself out a bit, but then not go along the line, because then you miss the section. You've got to come down straight. It's a very, like, I've definitely worked out how to sail it now, but it took me a while to work out exactly how to nail that peak every time. But if you do what Mafna did there, it is a common thing to happen. You're trying to go upwind, you get a bit worried, so you come in early and then you run along the line, and by the time you've bottom turned, it's already broken. So you want to be up where Merlac or Morales sits there, and then run that straight down towards the bunker.
Who's that? Nico just waiting out back there. Is that Nico?
Nicodem.
Nicodem.
Yeah, you got to find your. Everyone's got different ways of sailing spots, but that's what you've got to do. You don't want to be running along the line, and then you can come up and you get those sort of hits. There we go, perfect. I mean, it's like he's listening. That's Morales now.
Morales.
Yeah. So Friedel, Morales, Mike Friedel Jr.
From Pozo, no? Friedel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
his dad's Masters World Champion, and he's been sailing good. He's really stepped it up.
Is it? I didn't know that. Wow.
Mike Friedel and Mike Friedel Jr. Yeah. But Mike I remember doing the Pozo training diaries, and he was like, been sailing a year or 2 years, and he was doing stall forwards or doubles or something, and it was like, wow, this kid's going to be the one. And then he kind of backed off for a few years, and then he come back strong again, and he looks like he's, come back strong now, and he's definitely, stepped up a level.
Nice. I suppose if you learn to windsurf in Pozo, the level stall forwards is like learning
the standard
to
level is just obscene.
Yeah.
It's like what you think is normal. You'll go anywhere else in the world, and it would be like the best guy in the country.
I was in Margarita, Venezuela.
Oh, nice.
There we go. He's that's another.
Actually, I thought it was Takara, but I think it's Takumi. I'm sorry. My brain is just all over the place here.
Yeah, I grew up in. I worked in Venezuela, Margarita.
Oh, cancelled.
Oh, cancelled. There we go.
Yeah, the conditions definitely were getting worse there. Hayata, sorry, not I'm going mental. Hayata issue is 27. Obviously, yeah. So it has been cancelled. It just kind of got worse. The forecast for today was really strange. There are a lot of people talking, and this is Danny Bruce as well, the organiser, was saying, we're looking a bit like a lay day tomorrow. It doesn't look like it's going to come through. But actually, we got this morning, and it was looking all right. Yeah, it was all right.
I was actually a bit surprised. Just have a quick look at the forecast. Yeah. It's looking really good at the end of the week, but you can't risk it, can you?
No, that's the thing. You've got to get through to at least a certain level, because they want to do double eliminations, because that's obviously the fairest way to give people a chance to get back in.
Sure.
So if they have to chunk through this, then they want to do the double elimination, which is why it is going to be difficult to get all the fleets in.
Because there's a lot to cover, isn't there?
Yeah, because the pro men and pro women take, full priority. And that is how it is. So, you're going to look at this, and there'll be a few guys, probably Baptiste Correct's going to be one of them, looking at that, seeing this get cancelled and go,
what's going on here?
Hey, what about me? What about me? But the problem is, it was a fully counting heat. It was obviously on the light side, on the smaller side, but it will be cancelled.
It did look a lot lighter in that heat. They weren't moving at the end, were they?
Yeah,
it
definitely
make it tricky when it's an onshore wave comp.
It definitely got a bit light.
Cool. So I suppose we just wait till it gets windy.
Yeah, Adrian just got back from the surgeon, more surfer ear operations this month.
Oh, Jesus. Ben,
how's your elbow surgery? I haven't had it yet. It's back to normal now. Just sticks out a bit. So I'm sure it's going to be fine. So I think what we'll do is obviously we're going to go on hold now for a little bit. And then I'm going to go and try and find out exactly what is happening. And then we'll try and report back, keep you in the loop. But if there is any change in the conditions, we'll be straight back on to give you the lowdown. So don't go too far away, but we'll see you soon. Okay, we are back. Yes, we're back underway with some action. We got the red flag up. Less than 2 minutes to go until the restart of heat number 3. Yeah, we got Mike Friedel. We've got Hayata Ishii in this one. We've got Mafna, and we've got Merlac from Poland. So Spain, Japan, Germany and Poland all fighting out. 1 minute to go until the start of the heat. 2 waves, 1 jump to count. And that is how we're looking. We did have a few issues with the live scoring. And in the end, I've just looked, and it was Arthur Arukin in the end that did win that first heat. So that has definitely changed around. Arthur Arukin winning and Smooth in second place. So Tula, who was actually through, is now out. So that will feel pretty rough. But the live scoring was not adding in the wave scores from Arthur. We did mention that. I'm also joined in the commentary booth by my good friend, Mr. Colin Whippy Dixon.
Yo, yo. Looking better.
It is looking better, isn't it? The tide's, you know, come off the high tide now. The wind has picked up a bit. I mean, we've just seen Mark Paré out there.
I was going to say, yeah, Parré's just been ripping out there. I think he's on a 5-3.
Yeah.
So there's definitely wind. So hopefully we'll get some rounds.
There we go. Out. Straight in. Mafna, that was just going past on the white sail. I don't think, yeah, this is Hayata, is it? Difficult to tell from this angle. It might not even be in the heat, this guy. Can't quite tell until he drives around. They're all going off to the right. I don't know if we can see some of those guys. This is Hayata Ishii. He's on the inside. He's looking for his jump ramp, but quite a loose start from Hayata. There looks like Friedel behind him.
Sorry, so this is we're repeating heat number 2.
3.
Number 3, yeah.
Yeah, heat number 3. Resale nearly got to the end. I mean, we saw Friedel was winning, or Ishii was winning, Friedel second, and then it was decided it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, no, fair enough. It was looking pretty light on the inside. But it's definitely picked up now, so hopefully we'll get a full heat and a few more. Nice forward there from
Friedel. He's got a pretty funky haircut going on.
He's got a good mullet.
He's got a full-on like new school mullet. I don't know what you call it. It's like shaved on top and, you know, proper. I don't know, rednecky. He's got it going on. I mean, there's not many guys that can pull it off, but I think he does. I think he pulls it off. I'm not sure I could. Well, I definitely couldn't. Let me just see. Oh.
Is that on?
Is that better?
Yeah, perfect,
check.
Perfect.
It's alright, we're just having a little play with the mics.
Sorry, Ben was just screaming in my ear.
That's what everyone's used to, screaming in their ear.
That was another level.
I'm not quite sure what's going on with the clock right now. I'm not sure that's right. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Oh, look, he's picked up a nice little wave there.
Because these are already into the heat, so I think we can get rid of the clock at the moment because it's not correct. Oh, but this is Hayata Ishii trying to find some down the line riding. It's quite soft at the moment after speaking a few of the riders. Not that we needed to speak to them to see that.
Yeah.
Spoke to a pretty disgruntled Baptiste Clarec before.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy, was he?
Well, he kind of understood, but he was kind of upset at the same time. He was like, yeah, but I did this. And like the judges were like, well, yeah, but the wave was just non-existent. He's like, I know, but
there wasn't many.
I thought it deserved more, and then, you know, did the other guy score that much? And when it's that close, it's always going to be
tricky,
difficult,
isn't it? Yeah.
But I think the judges, the general consensus, they wanted to score him because he looked good, but he just never took a wave with any scoring potential, which is always difficult. There's got to be a bit of size to the score. Yes, there is. We are trying to get the live scores on the screen, but at the moment we've hit a bit of a. I'll say the boys behind us, the technical side of it, have hit a bit of a brick wall at the moment for some reason.
It's been pretty tricky. We've been having power shortages all along the beach. All week so far. So yeah, I do apologise for that. It's a little bit of electrician problem.
Yeah, and it does cause problems when you've got if you could see the setup and the amount of wires and stuff that makes this thing happen. It is, people don't understand. They think it's just like one little computer, you plug something in. This is a full-blown operation behind the scenes. It's crazy what goes on and how much gear it takes to make this thing happen like it does, and how many people. But you have one problem, like power cuts and surges and stuff. And it can blow out cables, and it can do all sorts of, cause all sorts of problems. And if you've ever had to try and sort an electrical problem out, you will know how hard work that is. And do that live with everyone watching at the same time, I think it's pretty difficult. But it's light. Let's not beat around the bush. But making it, giving it its best shot. That's Murlac. Is that on the new Nitro?
That's Nicodem, no?
Nicodem, yeah.
Yeah, it's the 99 thruster one. Looks nice.
99.
It's been, they do a quad 91, and then when they get to the 99, it turns into the thruster. It's their new. It's kind of built for the Canaries. That board, I think. It was like Coutinho's sort of shape that he used a lot in the Canaries. A bit more onshore.
Well, scores at the moment. Well, that doesn't look like there's any scores going in.
Refresh.
Yeah, so maybe there is a.
No.
Okay, maybe there is a problem.
Need a window. They need to give you a window, Ben, in here, ready? Because you don't have one. Looking outside, you do a nice.
Yeah, that's slightly concerning that we don't have any scores. Okay, so is that how it's going to roll? So, planing forward from Hayata Ishii there, just sneaking it through. If you are just tuning in, we are here in Tenerife El Médano for the Playa Surf CBbC Tenerife Grand Slam. Yes, we have got Slalom X. We've been doing that the last couple of days, but today we are on with the waves. There is a little lack of waves, but they are still fun conditions. Like I said, I keep saying this to everyone. If you would go out there free sailing, pretty fun day.
Yeah,
like super fun day. And we've got the best guys in the world. This is obviously the first round where we don't have the seeded riders, but we've got some real talented riders in this first round as well. And they're all out there trying to prove that they look the best in these conditions. You know, it's not about the best conditions, it's about how you make them look. And Hayata Ishii doing a pretty good job here.
One jump, two waves still?
Yep, one jump, two waves. Hayata Ishii going down the line, and you know, he's done what he can with what's out there.
Well, you just see how shallow it gets there. Got to be pretty light on your feet on the inside there. Be too heavy on the board.
So apparently you can view the scores on the PWA Live, but I'll be honest, I'm getting 0, 0, 0, zeros everywhere.
That's a nice hit.
Yeah, that Friedel.
Yeah.
So we've also got different colour rash vests at this competition. So Friedel obviously in the orangey sort of red rash vest. Hayata Ishii in the white. We've got Murlac in the blue. And yeah, and in the yellow we got Mafna. Always think in these conditions good to get your jump in early.
But then in these conditions, you could waste a lot of time doing that too. Right?
Yeah, but just getting something in, because you never know if it's going to drop, and if it drops, then you don't get anything. So it's worth to get something in the bag, and then spend the whole time looking for waves. And if you get another jumping opportunity midway through the heat, take it. But like you say, you don't want to take too much time up looking for a jump. If you're doing that, then it's probably not the time to jump.
Yeah.
It's quite a tactical battle out there, Tenerife. It always has been, to be honest. We've had some competitions over the years, obviously a bit bigger waves than this, but same sort of wind, and it really is a tactical battle. So this is Mafna.
Inside.
Oh, trying to throw the tail out. He seems to be just missing that section most times. He's coming up a little bit under it. I think it's just a bit of positional. See Mark Paré at the back there.
Yeah, he looked like he was going full power too. I think he's on a 5.3, so it's definitely wind. There he is, coming upwind, Paré.
Yeah, it's almost like there's less wind in the break. Hayata Ishii's putting in...
some good waves together.
Yeah. We're still not getting any scores though. Dennis saying, is there any snow? Any snow? That's his second name, Snow. Sorry, is there any rocks at the bottom?
There's rocks everywhere. It's a very rocky place. They're very soft rocks, but it does get very shallow. And as you'll see as the day goes on, as the tide drops, it will get shallower and shallower and shallower. So that's a little bit of a... Also, you can catch you out in a heat. You can lose your fins. That can ruin your heat. Back loop, get your nose straight into the rocks. That's a classic thing to do here if you come too deep on a back loop. Definitely when it gets shallow. Forward there for Nicodem, out back. Oh, nice turn. Is that Friedel? Yeah, so it's definitely got to keep an eye on the tides, and it's definitely rocky. It's not for the faint-hearted. It's not a sandy beach on the inside.
Yeah, CBbC is not where you want to come on your first wave sailing
That's
session.
why we teach upwind of the car park, where there is a bit of rocks, but then it goes quite sandy, so it's a little bit more of an intro, bit more of a chilled introduction to CBbC, shall we say. Yeah, definitely, but that's why I like actual CBbC main break. It kind of separates the men from the boys. You don't get the kooks in the break, and it's quite good because the people there, they know the rules, they're queuing up.
Yeah, you pay the price. Here we go. Mafna. Looks like a good wave. Nice. He's found that peak now. That was and that was the one. He was a bit early. So that time, like the other times, he's been going a bit late. Whereas that one, we only saw it from the back, but it looked like he timed it perfect. But he was that little bit too early, and then you just get this fat section. It really comes down to, really perfect timing here in CBbC. You've got to be on it, and if you're on it, you can get the big scores. And just when you're slightly off it, you could miss out on massive scoring potential. This is Nicodem. Bam. Snaps it round. Tries to get down the line for another one. Oh, come on. I'd love to see. I tell you what you realise is without live scores, it's, it's impossible. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, they did have some problems. They were trying to recalculate heat number 1.
Cool. Nice.
Oh, Hayata Ishii. I think he's having a good heat here.
Nice and clean. He's got to upgrade. His first jump was that plane and forward, so I reckon a nice clean backy. We're going to score higher. Fredo on the wave here on the inside. Not really a few turns. Not as big as he was hoping for, I think. It didn't really happen for him. So, yeah, he's getting shallow on the inside already, so that tide is dropping. So that's a good thing for the wind. Hopefully the wind will kick in a little bit more. So as the heats go on, hopefully it'll get a bit windier. See the beach absolutely heaving with people.
Yeah, it's a good setup this year. If you are in Tenerife and you've not ventured up to the event site, it's worth coming up. It's got a good setup, a few food and drinks, bit of music, bit of stuff for the kids to do, stuff to buy, even buy houses. There's a sim racing machine.
Buy houses? Can you buy a house there, can you?
Yeah, I was having a look earlier.
Fair enough. And also you got the world's best windsurfers in front. What was interesting, the slalom was really good to watch yesterday, being on the beach. Oh, nice stalled forward there, but didn't really get the power for the rotation. Slapped on his back. It's not ideal when you get to my age anyway, landing on your back that hard.
Adrian saying, is it a different media crew to Pozo? Yes. There's been a different media crew actually at each event. We've had a different one in Pozo. Whoa, wind's maybe picking up a bit. Different one in Pozo, different one in Furta, and then obviously another different one here in Tenerife. Oh, it was going to happen. Something was going to happen there with Merlak, was that, or Friedel? Oh.
Stick has just come off.
Oh dear.
Going to get stuck in someone's fin.
One more plane. He loves a planing forward Hayata Ishii, isn't it? Is that the end of the heat? Is that the official red flag? I think it might well be.
As you said, it makes it quite tricky with no timing and no...
Paul Van Bellen's asked a good question here. Did you dominate the sim, Colin? Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah, go on. Here we go.
No, he didn't.
No. Amado's here.
Amado is the dominator of the sim.
I don't know if anybody watched Amado's racing yesterday, but the way that he went from, on the final, he went from like 6th and he got 1 second, did he?
That is impressive. Amado's racing like a machine.
He is all that sim racing is down to a slant, or slant and vice versa. He's a machine. So I'm doing all right, Paul. Thanks for asking.
Are we still going then? I'm confused with this clock because Nicodem seems to be still going. That's the problem, because we don't really have any windows out to the outside world, so the only thing we get to see in here is the screen that you guys are watching at home.
Have a look. Quickly.
Well, yeah, like
just see what's going on.
We must be kind of confusing. I think that's Friedel. Jump, Maciek Rakowski says. So they've got their wave scores in. Friedel, backy surely. One-handed backy all the way off. That looked nice. That's going to be a decent scorer. Yeah, no, it still seems to be going. R. Crow says, I understand that it's important to get a result and it's nice to see good sailors in mediocre conditions, but knowing what these sailors are capable of makes it quite a turn-off. The thing is, like, it depends how you approach competition. I find it interesting. Obviously, do you want to see the best guys in the world in the best conditions in the world? Yes. But in a competition window, you don't know that. You see it in the surfing all the time. So then you just got to change your brain to, okay, which are the guys that can make it look the best? And don't forget, these are not the seeded riders. When you see Mark out there doing doubles, and you see, you will change your mind. It's what we're seeing is the early rounds. These guys are good. But what I've always noticed over the years is what's the difference between the good guys and then the really good guys. And the really good guys, the level difference is insane.
They can do everything on any sail, can't they?
Yeah.
5-7, 3-7.
And then you've got to turn that appreciation into, wow, look what they're doing with that. And the only way you see that is by watching the competition in kind of almost full, and you see that step up as you go through. And then obviously as we get to the later heats, you are going to see a different level. And that's not taking anything away from these guys. This is a good level. There's no, this isn't a bad level. This is a good level, but there is a difference. And that's why those guys get paid the big bucks. That's why they're the best in the world. That's why, they're in the top of the rankings. So I think some people like these conditions. I actually like these conditions.
You've been getting into it quite a lot lately.
No, but I like this type of, I like this type of sailing. Some people like 3-3, full-powered, gnarly storm chase stuff. I've never been a massive fan of the crazy, overpowered, about to die. I quite like mellow,
chilled,
thinking, timing,
but also the equipment,
getting the flow.
The equipment nowadays, the big boards are really nice. That's the difference. Back in the day, you get a big waveboard, it wouldn't really turn. But nowadays, you can get a good 100-litre 104. I've got a 104 quad that I take to Ireland. Man, it's amazing.
But I also think you got to remember, there is an organiser behind this competition who wants a result. He wants action. They've got the Tenerife councils and the Tenerife government and other sponsors, Playa Surf. They're putting in some money. Do you just wait on the beach all week when there is sailable conditions? Because it is sailable, and the guys are doing down stunts. You can't. That's not the idea of a competition.
And you can never rely on a forecast like that.
No, I mean,
if there's wind, we should go, and that's what they're doing. It's tricky. For me, I was looking at the forecast, I go, right, okay, cool, it looks at the end of the week, but everybody I spoke to that's involved, they're like, yeah, but you can't risk it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no, fair enough. You need a result, and then, as you said, hopefully then if we get the conditions, we have a good double.
Yeah, and that's the thing, there's a lot of stuff to get through, so what they want to do is get towards the business end of this elimination when the real action happens, because there's no guarantees. Well, there we go. Alessio Stilrich, perfect.
Nice.
Almost planing back loop. So Alessio's got this Happy, which is the shore wide onshore board. It's perfect for these conditions. And we're going to see how he puts that into practice.
Oh, nice.
And there we go. You've got to appreciate this type of sailing, surely. So we got Strapopoulos in this, who actually just pulled off that back loop. Greek rider, young up and comer. We got Alessio Stilrich, who I said before, new sponsors this year with Danny Bruce stuff. Actually, maybe he's not on the Happy. Oh no, this is someone else.
That's
That's Ozic. Ovzik?
Yeah.
Ovzik.
Martin Ovzik, I think it's Martin.
Martin Ovzik. He's been doing some big wave charging. Is it him that got
local.
barreled?
He's local.
Did he get barreled?
Yeah, maybe.
There was someone up north who got one over the head and it literally barreled him.
Yeah, it was him.
I don't know if it was him or another one. But
no, he runs like a surf camp here. Local ripper. He entered last year, had loads of fun, pushed his own sailing.
Yeah.
Got a wild card for this year, I think. So it turned out well.
And this is Costanzo.
Again, he's Italian. He's living in Los Americas at the moment. There's a couple of Italians that have moved here over the winter. He's been training here all winter. Alessio, though, he's looking good on his new gear. I'm happy he's found a sponsor and it's working for him. And it makes sense being local, Canarian.
Yeah.
Been seeing a lot of him over here, testing and stuff. He's also sponsored by the main sponsor, Hotel Playa Surf. So he's been getting free accommodation. So he's been coming over here doing lots of testing. So it's nice to see the guy. He's pretty good on a sim too. Believe it or not, yeah, he's really fast.
Alessio.
Yeah.
You haven't seen me on it yet, mate.
No, well, I was impressed with your we went go-karting the other day. That was very impressive.
Ricardo Campella wasn't impressed.
No, the podium was 2 world champions and me. And I wasn't last. So, what's going on? Any jumps yet coming in? We've had those back loops. Again, the scoring's not really working, so we're apologising, but we can kind of wing it and guess, but that'll be a bit risky.
They have had some stuff which is causing some problems, like with these power surges and stuff, so they are working on the live scoring system, but when you don't have something, you definitely appreciate it more, I think. So just look at it like that, people. It's the same with everything in life. When you don't have it for a bit, you realise, like if anyone's moans about these conditions, then just give them 3 months of no wind, and no waves.
Yeah.
This is like,
it's been a bit of a tricky winter, I think, for everybody in Europe, but in the Canaries, it hasn't been the windiest so far. There we go, Alessio, a little bit of local knowledge there. Not wasting his time on a little wave, going back out.
It's Ozic.
Yeah,
Ovzik. Constanzo, he was over in Pozo. And then we go Gregory Staphopoulos.
Oh, you're good with names.
Just to give you an idea, so it was Mike Friedel who won the last one, and Ishii who was second.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not still getting the scores though, but good to know afterwards at least.
So there we go, it's just Alessio's upwind. Oh no, that's him in the middle. Just waiting out back for a set. Pretty flat here for Cabezzo, so it is going to be pretty tricky to pick out the big waves.
What are you expecting to happen today with the tide going out?
For me, to get a bit windier.
Yeah.
The ramps will get a bit steeper at some point as it gets shallower, so a bit more kick.
But smaller.
Yeah.
It's hard to say that, but they'll have more shape. Oh, look at this.
They'll have more shape. There we go. Nice.
Yeah, because it does take a while to get through the competition. So, we got to plug through this first round.
There you go. You see how shallow it is there. You can see.
There is a few rocks. You can see there the harbour wall in the background. If anyone who's sailed here in Tenerife, you'll know that's kind of the go-to spot when you're kind of just getting into your wave sailing. And even when you're good at low tide, it can be pretty fun.
It's a great place to go and learn to wave sail. It's get yourself into any trouble, it just spits you out into the deep again.
Yeah.
Where here in Cabezzo, it spits you onto the rocks.
Yeah, there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Be interested to hear from anyone who's been to Tenerife. Get your take on it.
Looks howling on the camera in the back, so hopefully the wind is going to be picking up. The forecast is pretty solid for the next few days, so that's also going to help with the waves. if there's no swell forecast, but if it's windy throughout the whole night for a few days in a row, normally that kicks up a bit more of a playful wave too. So hopefully as the week gets on, we get better conditions.
Ovzik, what's he got for us? You!
Bit of a tabletop forward.
Yeah.
Donkey kick. Leslie on the inside, doing a bit of backside wave riding. Work his way upwind.
Pretty much the poster boy for this competition. He's got the Playa Surf logos, the Bruce boards, and the Flashpoint stickers as well. Holy Trinity.
Looking good though. Do you reckon they gave him the red rashy on purpose?
Maybe. All
Can't give him the blue one. Can't give him the blue one.
Here we go. He's looking for a stunt here. Alessio Stilrich on the way out. He's going to get lined up here. Perfect.
One-handed. There we go. Whoa.
I was going to say he was forcing that, but didn't quite get it. He had to really throw up into it. And by that, you come down with a very small margin for error on the landing. Just threw it round. But as I say, in competition, you've got to go with what you're given. And that was definitely far from an ideal angle on that ramp.
But then if he would have landed, he would have scored all right.
Yeah.
Definitely the conditions at the moment. What's going on in the heat.
So if you are just tuning in, idea of what we've seen so far. Heat number 1, Arupkin won it. Second place was Lawrence Smoot. With Tula in third and Mellon in fourth. We got heat number 2, which was Richter winning it. Tim Van Dam in second, and then Clarek third, and Viskovic in fourth. And then heat number 3 was Mike Friedel in first, Ishii in second, Merlak in third, and Mafner in fourth. And now we're on with heat number 4. This is Stilrich, Ovzik, Staphopoulos, and Costanzo.
Nice.
And conditions wise at the moment, it's on the edge. It's, you know, on that low end of Cabezo. You know, much less than this, it isn't happening. But, you know, there's guys out there making it look good. One of them, this guy, Alessio Stilrich.
What's he on, 4.8? 5.2?
Well, you'd maybe think a bit bigger.
There's
but
that one-handed backy.
Yeah,
nice.
there we go. That's what he wanted.
5.2. He's on a 5.2 though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and the Happies are quite stubby boards, aren't they? They've got quite a bit of volume.
Yeah, they're on their bigger stuff,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
But as we keep saying, it's part of competition, being able to do all your magic on all sorts of gear in any condition. Doesn't matter if it's 5.7 in your big board or if it's 3.2 in your tiny board. Mast high waves or mast foot high waves. It's all a part of the game. It's making it look epic in any condition.
We are in the first round. Obviously, seeded round comes in after heat number 8. And then just to give you a couple of the names, Antoine Martin, Victor Fernandez, Dieter van Eycken, Philip Costa. We've got Morgan Durow, Robbie Swift, Takuma Sugi, Mark Paré, Miguel Chapuis, Kamiju Ban, Mauricio we've got in there. We've got Marino Gill, Julian Salmon, Dunkerbeck, Campello, and Marcilio Brown in the same heat. Interesting. Wow. So yeah, we got the big names there coming up in the second round after heat number 8. We are only on heat number 4 at the moment, but Staphopoulos and Stilrich, I mean, these are big names as well. You know, it's not like these guys in the first round are like, you know, amateurs or something like this. These guys are good guys. There's some serious level in this first round.
The level is just gone through the roof. Pozo this year was just insane.
Yeah.
The level.
And just so people know, we've just come off high tide, so that's when the wave is the kind of softest and the wind is the lightest. And then as this tide starts to drop out, in theory the wind should pick up and the waves will get more sort of shape to them. So it should get a bit more punchy, but we might lose any size we've got, which is a bit dodgy because we haven't really got much size anyway. So that's what they'll be keeping an eye on. But with the forecast we've got, they've got to push a little bit for this early round. Otherwise, we might not get to the end, you know.
Low tide's at 6:40.
So which forecast do you check for Cabezo?
The windiest one.
Exactly, because you're looking at a different one to I look at. I was just looking now. There seems to be lots.
The
Mule
de El Médano.
Mule.
Mule.
Why that one? Mule. Oh,
It's the wall, I think.
Mule. Okay. Oh, that looks windier.
That's why I go for that one.
That looks much better than the one I was looking at.
Isn't that the rule?
Oh, it looks good today. Oh, that's cheered me up. We're in. Here we go.
That's what I mean. It looks alright.
Here we go. Ovzik. Bush. Constanzo. Sorry, man.
I was just turning my headset down. The rule that I've always lived on forecasts, you choose as many as possible on the same spot, and then you go for the windiest one and hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a golden rule for windsurfers. We just hope that it's going to be windy.
He usually works. Good tack on him, old Constanzo.
He's part of the TF7
Okay.
crew. The Italian stallions that are based here in El Médano.
There's quite a few Italians,
Yeah.
like mini Italy.
Yeah. Some of the best pizzas, honestly, in the world.
Yeah.
In El Médano.
I had actually a good one at Wairua the other day.
Yeah. There's definitely up there. It's top 3 in the world for
And
me.
I won't lie, I got a free one. That's
you?
my claim to fame. I was like, wow, thanks, boys.
There we go.
So,
Beer money.
Oh, there
nice
we go.
turn.
Nice.
Bit of a double up.
Yeah,
Work
Greg.
round it.
Having it. And he's going to get a double up here on that inside. He's not going to... Oh, no. He doesn't get it anyway.
Pulls
And
out.
that's the thing. You need that double up. You've got to read that. There does look like there's two waves
Yeah.
converging at the moment. And
Yeah.
that's what gives it that punch in that sort of middle section. It is a technical place to sail. If you've ever sailed here, you'll know what I mean. But when you get it dialed in, it can be super nice.
Because there could be a bit of a swell. Sometimes when you get a bit of a swell, you get pushed against the wind blown.
South swell.
Yeah, south swell with the wind blown. God, if we get some south swell, it'd be nice.
Look at this. This looks like there's a couple of lines coming in. You know, you could from the drone, you really get to see what's happening. And you've got to, when it's like this, you've got to kind of have those double ups where the one joins the one in front, and then you get a proper chunk of water to push off. Obviously not easy to read, but much easier from the drone to go, oh yeah, there, I want to be there.
It's
there.
a great way to teach, actually, because people can really see the placement of themselves on the wave and how far normally they sail away from the wave.
Yeah, here we go, Constanzo. This looks like a good one.
Ooh.
Backy. He had to force it, but he got the good landing there. Really just stuck that nose in, made it count. So that was a decent backy there for Constanzo. And we got Ovzik with that. He wanted that little table forward, but just kind of a forward with a little tweak on it.
Bit of a donkey kick forward.
Casper Nelson going off in the comments. And Keen Bean. It was good to have it. Bomb Squid says, looks like a nice place to sail. Easy wind and side shore. Yeah. This is why it's so popular.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be pretty gnarly here in Cabezo. It really can have a punchy wave, and it isn't it hard. Well, it's easy to end up on the rocks when it's big.
But you can see just on the drone upwind where people it's a bit more chilled to sail if you come here on holiday.
But that's the peak. That's opposite the bunker. That's why this is going to be good.
Nice.
Bam! Constanzo coming back into this.
Buckets of spray out the back.
Yeah, he got that decent back loop before. Backs it up with a couple of good hits on that one. He might even get a few on the inside there. But
see the famous Godzilla rock there, that little point of rocks coming out. Again, if you don't know that place, that's a wounder for your fins.
Yeah, but you can sail up to it like you saw with Constanzo there and have a little tack around, but you've got to know where you are.
Exactly.
You've got to get orientated. Oh, Constanzo's going to get another opportunity here. The one, he's going to miss it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just on the wrong side of it. I mean, it's hard work, but he's in the game here.
He's been training hard. I see him here all the time, him and his buddy pushing each other. There's like 3 of them. You could see that he got a wild card. I think it was a wild card that he got.
Yeah, we know Straff Poulis has had a good one. Steelrich has had some good stuff. So there's no guarantees here in these conditions. It is the conditions you get upsets in. You know, because it brings the level down a touch.
Yeah.
And then if the guys who you're not expecting it step up a bit, and the other guys don't have a good heat, it's close. It's always close.
Nice.
Because the good guys don't get to do that kind of really crazy move, which puts them a long way ahead. So then it can, if the other guy has a good heat, the upset is more likely to happen in these type of conditions. We've got 15 seconds to go. We've got no live scores, so I can't bring you those
Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call?
Well,
can we call it?
I think we know that all three of those guys had actually a pretty solid heat.
For sure, Alessio, I reckon, won that heat. I'm going to go with. Second,
that wave, that big spray, I reckon that from the front would have looked pretty impressive. The back loop he got, I think, would have scored as good as any of the jumps. So then you're thinking maybe he's ahead. So maybe Constanzo caused an upset there. Again, until we see the scores, it's very difficult because we didn't see everything. But let us know what you think in the comments. I mean, we are doing this scoreless at the moment.
Scoreless, freestyle.
Martin DeMann, Banana Man's on.
Oh, yeah?
So it's great to see Colin in the booth.
I need a haircut. I just realised the camera's on, so I've got this big white light in my face. It's like, whoa.
Like a bit on the sunbed, isn't
it? Yeah. We're in a container at the moment, looking at the screen, talking into a microphone. How's it going, Mike? Hope it's all good. Stefan, he's Godzilla Take No Prisoners. Big shout out. He was on my couple. Well, they've all been on our clinics, sir.
Yeah.
Stefan learned a lot here. Actually, he was on my wall clinic. We had a good wall clinic
at the harbour.
Yeah,
harbour wall.
Harbour wall started ripping at the end of the week.
Tilo International says Winging is officially over. The hype got old. Old guys back to mountain bikes. Only a few kids left. And Guy Cribb.
He's just had another baby.
You quit your winging, haven't you?
I haven't quit my winging.
Oh, you can't see. Look at him. Look at him. Oh.
Look, the truth is, I've been probably twice this year.
Well, there you go.
Both times I was teaching, so yeah, maybe. I've just got really back into my windsurfing this year.
Well,
my boards are working, the quads, Goy quads are really working for me.
So you played away for a little bit, and then
I played away, yeah.
And the wife went.
And then came home.
Got on this kinky underwear, and you went, "Hello, I'm back."
Well, maybe it was one of those midlife crisis situations. I did get rid of the big free ride gear. Now I do enjoy winging when it's minty, but like now, I'd rather go wavesailing all day long. It's funny how the windsurfers are coming back to windsurfing. Even like back in the day, the kite surfers that went to kite surfing now coming back to windsurfing.
Well, there's a lot of kiters gone to winging.
Oh, we got Jochen in this one.
Oh yeah, so we've got Adam Varchol in this. We've got Baki. Crash. We'll work out who's who. There's a full run there.
Oh, that's Jochen with a simmer, I think. Is it?
Zimmer. Looks like a Patrick. That looks like Ferraro on the yellow.
Yeah, true. There's Jochen with a red simmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He crashed. He had the opportunity. Oh, Jochen Stoltz. If you've ever rented a property in Medano, probably
Medano for you, I think it is. He sponsors the event. Medano for you.
Okay.
Jochen's your man. He's the guy that runs the business. He's out there ripping. He's standard. He's pretty good.
Sponsored by Brucey as well.
Yeah. He's got a good one-handed backer on him.
He's got a good 360. Good sailor.
Yeah, really good sailor.
Also in the Masters.
Oh, nice playing him forward.
Oh, Laurent.
Where's Laurent from?
Guadeloupe.
Oh, nice.
One of the young rippers coming up. We got Adam Varchol as well on that pink Goya.
We all know Adam from the famous Wipeout in Jaws.
Yeah.
Wipeout a century.
If you haven't seen his Wipeout from Jaws, I mean, you are missing out.
Oh
my God, monster! That one. It's and he takes a fucking beating, and then you think it's bad, but then you see a surfer also fall from the top of the wave, who has already got sucked up the fall. It's a pretty mad clip, that is.
Pretty full on. So it's one jump, two waves. Again, it's not ideal Cabeza conditions, but it's planing conditions, and there are ways we are getting through the heats. It's double mast foot high, not double mast high at the moment, but hopefully as the week goes on, the waves will get bigger and the wind will get stronger.
Yeah, it's. I'm worried as this tide goes out with not much pushing tomorrow.
I'm not sure what's the racing situation too. Are
they're just on standby for whenever.
So maybe as the tide drops, they could maybe take that on.
Yeah, I think if it's windy and small, they might do the juniors.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I think they didn't want to send them out when it was super light because a lot of the juniors actually are not really going as well as some of the big guys when it's light. Yeah. But in the lighter waves, maybe. Although that low tide is not nice with the rocks, is it?
Not.
It's
but
not
there's a lot less weight going through the board.
Yeah.
Like if a 90 kilo guy's stands on a board, non-plane, it will sink.
This is Killarney Laurent. What's he got for us?
Jochen on the way behind too. Jochen there's a bit of local knowledge there for Jochen. Lives opposite this break, just behind us here.
Yeah, he is in prime spot, isn't he? His garage literally opens up onto Cabeza.
Well, actually, if you ever look at the Cabeza webcam, that's through his front room.
Okay.
So the webcam. So if anybody online looking through the Cabeza webcam, you literally
saw that.
See us.
The reflection on the window. Look, it was bad. No, I didn't want to see that.
Do you remember they used to have one at Ross Niger?
Yeah.
At Fun Sport.
Never have a webcam inside a window.
No, always.
Because when the light is wrong, you get a mirror.
Yeah. Can you imagine in the morning having a change?
Sometimes you see what you don't want to see.
Yeah.
It's been happening.
Men know for you a bit too. The adult version. So as you can see, not the action that we're after right now, but it is. We've got a while to kick through. They're after one jump, 2 waves, but
I'm going to bring you the results from the previous heat. Was there an upset, I hear you ask?
Was there an upset, Ben?
Did Profit call it? I think I did.
The results.
Stillrich in first.
Yeah.
Second place, Constanzo.
Oh, that was that wave.
Strafopoulos in third. So Greg missing out, and Ovzik in fourth. That's what can happen when you find that wave and you rip into it. He had a decent jump.
Yeah.
He only needed a backup score. We didn't see crazy waves from Greg really.
It was the best.
And the jump
was it?
So you kind of think that's what can happen in these conditions.
Yeah.
So well done to Constanzo.
Nice.
Local fella. A good hit from Ferraro.
That's a great name, isn't it? Ferraro.
Yeah, Ferraro Rocher, his name. His dad, do you know his dad is Ferraro Rocher? What's that advert?
I think it'd be a motorsport. It'd be
Isn't there an advert?
Oh, back loop. Forcing it round. That's the problem, as you said, when you force, it all comes round very quick.
Yeah.
Kind of crossover between a push loop and a back loop. So tide dropping very fast at the moment. It's nearly full moon, is it? I don't know. I think it's pretty big moon.
Saw a full moon in that car park earlier with all the boys getting changed. I was like, oh my god.
There's lots of full moons kicking around this area. I thought you meant Jochen's webcam again. But it does make a big difference here on the full moon. There's massive tides, so of course the tide's ripping out and it will rip in too. So normally here, definitely in Cabeza and most places in the world, with a pushing tide, that's normally when we get the bigger waves.
Yeah.
So as the week goes on in the morning, we're probably going to get a lot more action with the wave size of things. There is swell forecast and there is more wind, but we never know at the moment. The forecast does seem to be changing every 24 hours at the moment, so that's fingers crossed.
Yeah, they'll be keeping an eye on this. They're trying to definitely get through the first round. I know that's that's a priority. They're going to keep it fair. It has to be equal for everyone. There's that quick backy then as Jochen just throws up the spray. Bang. I mean, he's a top sailor. If you've watched any of the windsurfing TV stuff I've been putting on over the winter of these boys up north in Tenerife, I mean, they are sailing an absolute slab up there. It's pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Like
just
barreling mast high wave. It looks so sketchy. And, those boys are up there having it.
Yeah, Jochen's a bit of he goes out to Mauritius quite a lot. I always see him on some massive waves in Mauritius with Hartman.
Ferraro.
Oh, a little tack on the inside. Just trips the rail.
He was looking all right on that.
That's the problem sometimes when you force at the end. You get a nice couple of turns and then you force something at the end and it can ruin the whole wave.
Yeah, he's got the Rob Machado haircut going on.
Good, doesn't he?
I'm not that I'm jealous.
Good sponsor, Head and Shoulders. Could be looking out for someone.
Yeah. Because I'm worth it. L'Oreal. Yeah. You never know. He could be interested.
Wash and go. You used that before, Ben?
I used it once.
And washed it when? You for sure try and sue them for that.
I always remember laughing about Bernd Flessner having Wash and Go as a sponsor. I mean, that was a classic. That must be the biggest. 820, Laurent. That looks all right. Whee, nice. That was beautiful. And he's still got more on this, maybe. Jochen as well, putting in some L smack from Jochen. Loads of power in that. The old boy giving it to the young'uns.
He's all right in this, Jochen, you know. He's always out there when it's light and mincy.
I'm the same. I think I definitely relate to Jochen.
I'll tell you the difference. Jochen's got so busy with work, now he just gets any chance. So if there's a little bit, and it hasn't been the windiest season, so I've seen him out lots training in these sort of, not training, just sailing in these conditions. So if anybody can pull this off, I've got my money on Jochen here at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy heat. Varchol's always got some good turns on him. Ferraro as well. Laurent is all right. And so this is a tricky heat. I really wish we had the live scoring, really. Because
the trickiness is going to be reading the waves, because there's not many. And that's where Jochen's going to shine, I think, a little bit. Because he does know how to... Yeah. If there's anything out there, he'll find it for sure. As we've just seen on the last wave.
Ferraro. The waves are actually getting to that nice state of tide now. And Adam Varchol as well with a decent turn.
Shame we didn't see Adams there.
Yeah, need that wide shot when there's a couple of guys on the wave.
Kept that drone shot, would have been perfect.
But that looked like a great setup. Like, this tide is getting to where there is some shape. So now we can actually have some proper...
Definitely a moment of love in this place. And that's that mid-tide, like an hour of joy.
I wonder how the jumps are. It's so scary when you haven't got the scoring. It's like...
Have we missed a jump, or, you know...
Yeah, you don't really know. You can't build the tension. It's like anything. If you don't know the scores in tennis or something, it's kind of like, well...
Yeah, Jochen tacking on the inside, just waiting, being patient. There's your local knowledge, just slide.
So he's obviously got his jump in then.
I think, did he do a back loop, Jochen?
Maybe he got his back loop in early. I mean,
he's pretty solid on the back loop.
Yeah, he likes the one-hander as well.
He lands them nice with one-handed too. That's quite cool. But you can just see, look, he's just weighing out back, just being a bit patient, he's sheeting in. So he's found something. You can see a line. So he shoots upwind and picks up this line. You can see it forming. Heads himself up towards a Cabezo rock.
Yeah, sometimes it's not worth taking the first one. There's always the second one always seems a bit better here.
First one normally cleans it out a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, then you get the second one walls up, but he's just a little fly there. Had to bat him off.
Getting his hair out the way.
Yeah, take that. Ferraro, he seems to be picking up a few, doesn't he?
Oh, there's that tacker.
And he's pushing it. I like that. He's not going easy. He's pushing the level a bit. So you're thinking Varchol's looking pretty good, Ferraro's looking good, Jochen's looking good, and Laurent's had some good stuff, but he's still chomping around for a jump, I think, at the moment.
Yeah.
So and he's just going to get a little planing forward in.
Not scoring very high though. We saw in the earlier heats the planing forward. I think a good light wind move here was the one-handed backies. I think you could nearly get away with that.
They know everyone, at this level is chucking in a planing forward or a forward, so they're not going to score that much. But the back, he had to push that to get it to rotate, and then was already over-rotating. Tried to back off, but couldn't hold it. Got Zaf, he says he misses Guy Cribb.
We all miss him. We've lost him to foiling, I'm afraid.
We have, and he's gone. He's deep down the hole, isn't he?
He's deep down there, yeah.
I tried to reach him the other day, but he's just so far gone.
No, he's
man down.
Yeah,
man down. It's a shame, but he was a nice bloke.
Yeah, gonna miss him. No, and he rips at windsurf. He used to rip. Oh, shame.
Having to switch tabs every now and again to check the scores. Are you getting the scores? Maybe I need to refresh then. Maybe the scores are in. Maybe they've come back and I haven't even noticed.
Or the ticker.
No, I'm not getting the score. How are you getting the scores? I'm hearing people saying they're refreshing to get the scores. I don't see anything. Is it just me? Let me know in the comments if you're getting the scores. Stoltz. Jochen Stoltz is currently in the lead in this one with 2 solid wave scores and a back loop. Very close wave scores between Stoltz and Laurent and Varchol. So it's pretty even. Oh, so yeah, we thought it was.
Someone just did a savage over-rotated back loop.
Sorry, I was looking at the live ticker.
I think Laurent.
Yeah, the scoring is still broken. They're trying to fix it remotely. I mean, like I said, we have had these big power surges and it's caused all sorts of problems. Again, I'm not an electrician or a technical person, but I know power cuts and surges are never good.
I think it's the guys on the sim racing machine.
Yeah,
they
there
did too much.
Here we go, Ferraro. Looking for an update. There's the one-handed on the way down. Ferraro has landed a back loop, second highest scoring jump of the heat, but he needs more wave scores. So I think Stoltz is still in this. With 2 minutes 30 to go.
Has Jochen got a jump?
Yeah, back loop.
Nice.
Like I say, in these conditions, I'd fancy my chances of doing, you know, of causing an upset, I would say. I could also get beat, but I would also back myself. And I'm sure Jochen backs himself as well.
Did you win the Masters last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smashed it too, didn't he?
Yeah, Jochen was third.
Yeah.
But it's, like I said, even when he gets a bit better as well, he's got a mean 360 on him, like pretty consistent.
Good stalled forward, good one-handed backy all
Yeah,
the way.
nah, he's a good sailor, really good sailor.
He's definitely a powered up sailor, Jochen.
Yeah.
So he's doing well in these conditions.
What's he on, 5'3"?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Oh,
nice turn from Adam there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of whip on him,
Yeah, he's definitely a radical surfer, isn't he, old Adam?
Be interesting to see an update on this scoring right now.
Gangster.
Oh, there we go. We missed that. Stoltz sails away from a frontside 360 in the whitewater.
Oh.
So there we go. Jochen is
on it.
Having it. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Come on, Jochen. One-handed all the way. Oh.
Showing the young boys how it's done.
How old Jochen?
He's my age, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Maybe a bit.
He's got long hair, so he wears a cap. So no, I don't know.
Maybe a bit older, maybe a year younger.
So
he's
what?
around me.
28.
Yeah, it's like nearly 50. All right, I know. I've got age dysmorphia anyway. I feel like I'm about 30.
Yeah, that's all right. That's why we're
30 seconds to go.
We're doing what we're doing.
Ferraro lands the back loop in the meantime into the last couple of minutes, and this one Varchol works away very nicely, connecting several turns. Arguably the best wave of the heat.
Ooh.
It's going to get close. This we could see a big upset, and it won't be an upset because someone sailed badly. It's an upset maybe because Jochen has sailed good, but again, it's close. I still think it's close.
Who's your money on?
Well, we haven't seen a 360 yet, so for someone to land a 360, I would thought they would got to chuck it points. We saw him get a good wave. He's got a back loop. I would say, and we've seen good waves from Ferraro, good waves from Laurent, and good waves from Varchol. Like everyone has had a pretty solid heat there. So I really don't know because we didn't see everything on the stream.
No,
so it's very hard to give a realistic.
360, how wet was the 360? Was it really?
But even so, we haven't seen anybody.
Yeah, it's the first one of the competition. First tacker of the competition that we've seen. It's a proper, not forced, actually on a section. A little bit of a section.
So yeah, if you're looking for those little updates that we're reading, if you go to the PWA website and look at the live ticker, we're getting a few updates on there. But again, we're not seeing any live scores the same as you guys. We're looking at the same screen as you guys at home. So just to give you a bit of an idea. So we'll wait for those scores to be updated. But yeah, maybe we've seen an upset. Maybe. Anyone want to make a prediction? Feel free. But from what we heard, from what we saw, I think Jochen definitely put up a good performance there, which will definitely challenge some of the younger riders in that one.
Do we know the results? Have they come through yet? Any answer? Do we know who went through?
Can you at least update the scores on the site? No, that's the problem. That's why we haven't got the scores. There is a problem with the actual live scoring system. So there might even just be manually scoring at the moment because we need to do the competition. So there is someone working on trying to fix it. But as you know, when it goes wrong live, when it was working, you have to then fix the problem. Henry looks like it with a nice forward loop. This should be a tricky heat, actually. We've got Moritz Malk in this one. We've got Henry Kohlberg, Lucas Meldrum from the UK, and Takumi from Japan. It's good to get a back loop in early. Oh, Moritz. Wow. Where's he gone? That's a good way to start the heat. That's too powerful.
So again, another local Canarian boy.
That's
showing that he knows the local knowledge, picking up his first wave. That's a nice size wave.
Is that the new simmer sail? I haven't seen it, no. I didn't recognise it. It's pink. I've seen the carbon one, but that looked different.
It's exactly the same, but pink. The carbon material.
Okay, interesting.
Looks nice. So who was doing the slalom out of the Japanese guys?
Takuma.
Takuma.
Takuma Sugi. This is Takumi.
But Takuma is a wave sailor mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a solid first wave from Moritz. It's good to start a heat like that. Just helps calm your nerves.
Lucas from the UK on the inside. Big shout out to Bubble at Club Vass at the moment, sat in the Speedos on the beach watching us.
Living the dream.
Cheering on the Brits.
So we have had an update. You want to hear what it is? Wow. Varchol in first. Jochen Stoltz in second place.
Whoa.
Laurent in third. And Ferraro, who sailed a pretty decent heat, in fourth.
Wow.
So, I mean, that just goes to show the level on that heat was really impressive. Moritz has got some power in that bottom turn.
Look at that. That's sick.
And that's the difference. When you start to see, riders like that, the conditions look better already. And maybe they are,
same
but
size wave, kind of. He's just ripping it apart. Literally, that was sick turn. So that's what the judges are going to look for, to make some sort of average wave look really good. And that's what he's just done on that wave. He's just torn it. Another. Looking for a jump. Nothing really happening.
Colin gave me the lurgy. First day. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, I didn't, just throw that one out there. We have a Kalima here. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. There's this dust cloud that comes, and apparently the locals shut their doors and it brings all these illnesses, so everybody got a bit ill.
Yeah, here we go. Henry Kohlberg. Yeah. Not finding the lip.
Gone a bit too early, maybe.
I know. Yeah, see, you can see where you want to be from here. Yeah. It's much easier. But not so easy when you're on the water. Bombs Code says, just enjoy this sailing. Scores or not, doesn't matter. Just enjoy watching them rip. Let's see if we can get an update on that live ticker. I'm pretty sure we might see something. Takumi opens with a low forward loop. Kohlberg a better higher forward loop. Meldrum lands a nice back loop, and Moritz wafts his fins on the first turn and gets more backup turns.
Second wave for Moritz.
Moritz is smashing it around, isn't he?
Buckets coming out the back. Oh, Lucas with a nice wave behind too, playing him forward there. In the background, Lucas on his second turn. His first turn was nice. Lucas has been spending a bit of time here, so he should have a little bit of local knowledge. He's definitely done a few good months here over a few years.
Yeah. He'd like this type of event as well. Maybe not so much jumping based, more riding. Like Lucas has got some really nice turns on him.
Is he UK champion? Lucas?
Not at the moment, I don't think.
He did get it though a few times now,
Yeah.
hasn't he?
I'd have to check, to be honest. I've lost track because
Because
I haven't been back to the UK.
How many times did you win the UK Championship? Do you know?
A few. It's been a while. I haven't been doing it for a while. I might go back this year. Let's see.
Look, just waves. It's weird, isn't it? You see these on no wave, and then you see Morris just destroy a decent sized wave there. So it's definitely wave selection is the key and what the judges are going to be looking for. Now as the tides drop in, the waves are definitely going to slowly disappear, I think. Hopefully the wind's going to pick up a bit more.
Yeah. But we have seen some better riding, even though the wave has dropped a little bit. There's more shape to it.
A bit more power.
So we're seeing the riders actually getting into it. Here's Moritz Mout looking for that jump. Just putting in a little forward.
Back loop there. Nice and clean.
His first wave score coming in at 6.5.
Wow,
Moritz.
there we go.
Yeah,
Is that the highest scoring wave we've had so far?
It's one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked really aggressive, powerful.
Looked like he was on a wave. It was the first, well, not the first, but it was a real nice shaped wave with power. Well, he made it look like that. And that's what his skills are. Making something average look amazing.
Yeah, that's the way you want to start the heat, though. He's got 9.5 minutes. He's got a jump in. He's got 2 wave scores.
Done.
You know, he could probably come in now, but he's going to try and up those scores now. So now it's worth waiting for a decent wave, or you try and up that jump, get the back loop in.
Yeah, well, he's done the forward we've seen already. He's not scoring that high.
Yeah.
So backy, one-handed backy. He's got a good one-handed backy on him, has he?
Yeah, he can do
pretty much
backies,
everything.
So Meldrum looking to try and find something. Maybe we could have waited a little bit. He's gone.
Not much. Wind has picked up a bit though. We have a windometer here. It's been the first few heats averaging 21 knots to 27. Now it's picked up to 23 to 28. So it's definitely getting windier as the day goes on.
Yeah, it's gone up 1 knot.
No, it's gone up 4 knots. Look. It's gone into yellow.
From the low.
The yellow.
The low's
to
gone
yellow.
Up. Yeah, okay.
So it's getting windier, yeah.
But the max is still...
Max is 27 knots.
Okay. No, that's decent though.
We have a windometer thing just on this point that's going to come in on the left-hand corner in a minute. It gives us the wind stats. Oh, nice backside free. Really on the face of the wave though. Bit of a shackle. How's that score then? Wasn't really on the wave face, but the idea was there. Lucas, he's got that back loop. Is he going to be wanting to add a bit more points to it? Maybe let go one hand. He's got a nice ramp coming up. All still forward. Yeah, it looks like it's lining up now, so the waves are definitely taking shape as the tide's dropping. Nice little backside hit. Got to be careful as the smaller waves, they break right on the inside, and that takes you to that danger rock zone.
The danger zone.
The danger zone. But it is dangerous. Definitely when you're in a heat, if you knock your fin off, it takes you another 5 minutes to get your board. That's half the heat over.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous in a heat. That's when you want to rely on a good caddy.
No, you don't want to be in the danger zone.
No, danger zone. And that danger zone is going to get bigger as the tide drops.
Yeah, there's some lethal rocks on that inside. Moritz well ahead in the wave riding department. He has a forward loop landed for his jump, so he's looking good for a spot in the next round, apparently. That's what it says on the live ticker. Is there anyone out there?
Lucas.
Lucas, yeah. Needs to get down that line a bit.
It looks like there's a line, though, that he's hunting for.
The problem is, the more you go up from there, you end up going away from the...
You get sucked in going upwind, because you're looking upwind going, oh, it's really shaping, but actually the wave kind of drifts off down towards that bunker, so you kind of need to stick with it a bit. Moritz looking to upgrade his forward.
He might do, but not a big upgrade.
No.
Lucas Meldrum.
Donk,
donk,
yeah,
donk,
donk.
On the rocks.
There goes your fins. This is the place I've broken most gear in any place in the world, like here in Cabeza. Fins.
Okay, apparently you can see the scoring on the webpage now.
Oh.
Yes, we can. Oh, we're already happy days now. So Moritz out with a 6.88 and a 5.38 for those first two wave scores. Only a 2.45 for that forward loop. But Kohlberg in second place at the moment with a 5.12 on his back loop and a 4.5 on one of the waves. So Lucas Meldrum not far behind though, and looking ready to pounce. And then we got Takumi, who's quite a good way back at the moment. So Meldrum and Kohlberg have got a bit of a battle going on with 4 minutes 50 to go. Meldrum's last wave coming in at 4.88. So he's going to need another one of those wave scores, and then he would actually go up into second place. So he's, well, as I say that, Henry Kohlberg riding a wave. Ooh, not much on the end of it.
No, he struggled to pick up the big ones.
Meldrum, can he put something down? He's pushing, but I don't think that's...
Yeah, it's not really ideal wave. That was the problem. It's where it's trickier. It's definitely... Patience is the key.
Patience.
If you wait too long, you could...
Oh, here we go, here we go. Lucas Meldrum, good chunky one here. Oh. Oh, Moritz
sick.
Goes for the 3-0, doesn't make it.
Goose screw? Does that count as
Goose
a goose
screw. Takumi, obviously one of the best freestylers in the world, and trying to push on with the waves.
He's been training here a lot, actually, with Dieter over the years, definitely through COVID and stuff, or just after COVID.
He's a handy little fella, to be fair.
He's got really good, huh?
Yeah, very.
He did really well in Furta this year. Smashed it. God, the waves are looking pretty flat. See, this is where wing.
Shut it. Talk dirty.
Now you can see though, there's not much wind at the moment. Even the people upwind not really moving that much.
I don't know. I think they're planing through the break. I think that's fine. I think they're just waiting around for waves. I think when they want to plane, they can. But with 2 minutes 45 to go, you've got to play that waiting game, because the big points are going to be on a certain size of wave. They're not going to be on the small waves. They're not always on the set waves either, because the set waves are not always the best waves, but there will be a few, and it's just knowing when to go. Do you take the first one? Usually that second one has more shape to it, but sometimes you never know. It can surprise you. 2 minutes 15 to go. Meldrum, at the moment in third place, needs to find about 0.8, nearly 0.9. So needs to upgrade to a 4.1 wave, or one-handed back loop would probably improve his jump score, but he's not got long left.
He's looking for a jump, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean he's got an easier upgrade on the wave, but nice tack. As Takumi rides down this bottom end, I think Takumi's out of this. Let's almost stay on Lucas Meldrum on the white sail would be maybe better, because he's got the best chance to upset the current top two. Not much waves though. And Henry was waiting, and he's just, you know, you get nervous and you think, what am I doing? Nothing's happening. But sometimes you've just got to keep waiting. But it is a horrible feeling just waiting there and seeing everyone else running around doing jumps and stuff, but can be the right thing to do. Here we go, Meldrum. He's got to find 0.9. He needs a 5 point something back loop. So
here,
a wave score would really be where he needs to be. But when there's no waves coming in, how do you get the score? He's got 44 seconds to go. He's going to have to wait it out. Henry Kohlberg sitting in second place at the moment. Obviously, Moritz Malk, it looks like he's already won this. Henry has a go for it. Lucas is his last chance. This is. Keep your eye on the white sail. Keep your eye on that white sail, boys. Yes. Oh, just wow. He's giving it a good go. I mean, he's throwing the tail out on obviously a relatively small wave, but his score up until then was only a 3.25 anyway. So if he only needs a 4, was that a 4?
Whoa.
Was it a 4?
Wave, but he got what, 3
3 turns. A 4 is not a big score. A 4. Could he get a 4? Would a 4 be enough? I'm not sure it would be quite enough. Needs a 4.1.
Let's see.
Ooh, we're waiting.
Ooh, tension.
Tension. What do you think it's going to score?
I'm hoping a bit more than a 4. Just because.
What do you think it will score?
I don't know.
Won't be a very good judge.
No, I judged once and I gave up. Honestly, I'd be useless. I don't know, you?
I don't know.
I did do judging once, and it's one of the worst jobs ever. I
think he might have just missed, but he could have just got it. It's right on that level, I think.
It depends how the judges are judging too, because the conditions are pretty hard. So it depends if they're pretty.
It wasn't very big. That's the problem. The wave wasn't very big, so I think he would just miss. It would be in the low. It could even be low 3s.
3.89.
Huh?
3.89.
3.89. No, is it?
No, that's
maybe lower than that.
That's what I'm going with for my prediction.
I'll see when it updates.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, hello.
Hey. There we go.
I didn't get it. So is that it? Is that updated? Let's have a look.
We now have something on the screen.
288.
Ah, 288.
Yeah. That's fair enough. It was a bit forced. It wasn't very
yeah,
I mean, maybe we're a bit British, so we were a bit like, you know,
true.
hoping.
Oh, lucky. But good work, boys. Right, next up. Straight into it. We may need to put the scores a little bit onto the side.
I mean, it's good to have the scores back, but that's good news.
There's a drone.
But one thing's for sure, Moritz Malk did win that one, and Henry Kohlberg in second.
So who we got in this one, Ben?
Who haven't we got in this one, Colin?
Okay.
Well, we haven't got Robbie Swift. We haven't. No, we've got Beauvalet. We've got Beauvalet from St. Bart's. We've got Esteban de Cruz. We've got Nagoshi. And we've got Sugi.
Nice.
I think this is young Sugi, not old Sugi. They're both not old, but younger
the
brother.
Younger version.
He's on the north, Sugi.
Okay, cool. So maybe you can help me out with the sales then.
Yeah,
Sugi.
Nagoshi's on the Severn.
Yeah.
Beauvalet will be on the Goya. And De Cruz will be on the Goya.
Okay.
So that's De Cruz there on that pink Goya. And that's Beauvalet on the other pink Goya.
Cool. What board's he on?
I think he might be on a Quattro Custom or some custom.
It's pretty out there with a paint job.
Yeah.
It's an old lightweight back in the
Chicken
80s.
Rock. Imagine Chicken Rock.
No.
No one's ever heard of Chicken Rock. Let me know if you've heard of Chicken Rock. No, just
I've heard of the
Chicken Rock.
The big rock and roll.
No, Chicken Rock. I'm not imagining it.
A board brand.
A board brand called Chicken Rock.
From where?
I don't know, England, I guess.
From the farm.
Yeah, maybe.
There
Chicken Rock. They used to do all the graphics. It was when I was going to the boat show, and I used to see it.
Graphics of what? Farm animals or?
Like pretty cool, like chickens and stuff.
Cock-a-doodle-doo on your board. Sounds great. Anyone wants a custom paint job?
Someone must have heard of Chicken Rock. I can't be the only one here. I mean, I am old. Maybe I'm old and British, so you maybe have to be old and British. There we go, Simon. I've heard of Chicken Rock. There you go.
All right, I want a photo. If anybody's got a photo of Chicken Rock board.
Right, 13:30 on the clock. Nagoshi, young Japanese. Japanese are coming on strong.
There's lots of them at the moment on the tour. Freestyle, wavesailing.
Yeah.
Now slalom.
Yeah. It needs to be a bit bigger for the slalom. That's the only problem.
So, like a sumo wrestler would be a good slalom sailor, wouldn't he?
Chicken Rock 270. There you go. Also vitamin C. Yeah, vitamin C.
I remember vitamin C.
No, now you're trying to.
Is that the same?
Yeah. No, different.
Oh.
Oi. There's
Yeah,
one on
nice
Facebook. I'm going to find it.
So one jump, two waves, that's what the judges are looking for, if anybody's just tuned in. See, not the biggest waves, but it is windy, playing conditions, and we've had some high waving scores. We've just seen Moritz from the heat before get some really nice size waves. So there's definitely ways to be had. It's just a patience game. Oh my God, I've just been introduced to a Chicken Rock board. A Chicken Rock custom windsurf board.
So 12 minutes to go. Beauvalet on the Goya.
It's from the Canaries.
Yeah, I just read that. I knew there was a reason. Chicken Rock Reef.
A popular spot in the Canaries known for its strong winds and challenging waves. Custom boards for its location.
Where's Chicken Rock Reef?
Anybody? Chicken Rock Reef in the Canaries? Anybody ever heard of that?
Beauvalet tearing out with the old clue first here.
Bit of old school clue first.
Old school. The Masters are killing it in this first round.
There's looking pretty tricky. It's wind, but there's not many waves at the moment. The tide is dropping. We're going to flatten it off, but we can't complain. It's full planing conditions. We're looking for a jump run. What's he got for us here? See a forward. Oh, one-handed forward.
Good. Is that Beauvalet? No.
With the Quattro retro board, or the retro design.
He loves a one-handed forward. I think they should bring the one-handed forward back a bit. You know, it is a cool move.
A sick one-handed, one-footed one last year in the competition.
Yeah.
I thought that was sick. If he got underscored.
Especially when we had the drone, like it was a really close view, wasn't it?
Yeah, where he threw his hand and his foot out. Like that angle there.
Yeah.
It was epic. So we've got any scores for this one?
We have got some scores just drifting in as we speak. So 283 for De Cruz's forward. Beauvalet with a 267. A couple of low twos on the waves. Nothing crazy at the moment. Feels like that heat. The last couple of heats were the sort of standout heats, maybe.
Yeah. Well, Moritz and here we have two local Canarians, Alessio and Moritz, that are renowned for making.
One-footed forward. He heard us. That was actually a good effort, but it looked like a stalled one-footed forward.
It looked painful trying to get his foot back in.
Oh my God! It was stall.
Yeah, the two local rippers, Alessio and Moritz from Gran Canaria, made it look amazing. Well, that was a nice turn there.
If you are just tuning in, this is the Hotel Playa Surf CBbC Windsurfing World Cup Grand Slam. It's a long title, but they're doing a good job holding this on. We've got Slalom X, we've got Waves. We had a bit of Slalom X the last couple of days, but now we've got the Waves, although I'd love to see Slalom in these waves.
Yeah, that'd be epic.
That's what we're hoping for. Sugi, nice looking set up there with those waves. Someone's got a good one out the back. Don't know if we can go back to the drone. Yeah, it looked like someone was about to get something. There we go, Beauvalet. Nice forward. Oh, and there's the wave. That's the one. Oh, that looked a good hit from Esteban de Cruz. Oh, and just bogs it. Sugi. This is heat number 7. Beauvalet in second place at the moment. Sugi in third. Negotiate at the moment in fourth place with Esteban de Cruz still leading. And this looks to be the windiest day, really. It's got the most consistency in the low end. I don't know if that makes a difference here. The other days,
cloud. You need to keep an eye out for the cloud here. It's a little bit
same
important.
in Portugal.
Yeah. So if it's really cloudy, it normally kills the wind.
Okay.
And a little bit of the heat, because it gets really hot.
It's
And then you get that Klima problem.
God, here we go. Look at this. Esteban de Cruz. Bosh.
Boom. That was nice.
You have a good heat here. Looking good. Leading this heat at the moment. Sugi just riding some waves here. And there's Godzilla in the background. You can see just poking his little head out. I say little head, it's quite a big head.
Ready to take someone's
fin off.
Yeah. GoPros, 360s.
Here we go. Esteban de Cruz heading out through the break. Might get a little opportunity on the outside. Nope. So funny actually how the perspective changes from the drone to the normal cam as well.
It looks amazing with a drone, doesn't it? It's a big wave.
Well, you see the lines and you see everything.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, the perspective.
I found some the slalom's got pretty techers this year. Have you found out the boys are moving on their own?
Yeah.
So they actually have like a boat underneath, like a submarine.
GPS boys.
Yeah, they're amazing. It's pretty techers up.
Until the GPS signal runs out.
The batteries go.
Yeah, which happened. Which
did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
when Nico was winning.
Oh, really?
Luckily, he won the last race to make up for it, but it would have been a bit of
what happened yesterday? The boy just ran out of batteries.
Well, they lost connection
to
the GPS, and then it obviously got lost. It was like, didn't know where its mom was, so it just went off on its rogue.
No way. They do like 6 knots. They bring them round from the corner, and they just sail up, and they give them a location. They just sit there happy as Larry.
Yeah.
We're talking about the boys, the markers here. They have their own little engine underneath. Not cheap though.
They're pretty pricey from what I can understand.
Yeah, like 12 grand, I think.
I think the waves have gone a bit flat, haven't they?
Tide's
It
gone
really,
out,
really feels like there was a real sweet spot for like half an hour, which is normal, isn't it? If you're here free sailing,
mid-tide,
you time that, good spot, and then
forced around the backy there though. It's going to ask. That was nice and dry. Nagoshi
with a backy.
Taking some tips in your little videos, Ben.
That was a micro back.
That was a micro one clean though, wasn't it? There we go.
Well,
Yeah, this is just
forcing stuff around, aren't they, at the moment?
the boys are showing us how to do it in minimal conditions right now, but that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Nice forward there from Sugi, and that will change the scores a little bit with 4 minutes to go, because Nagoshi Sugi without a jump score in, low scoring in this heat at the moment, all under 10 points, so I think that kind of says what's happened with the scoring. The judges will definitely be taking a look at it. I'd be very surprised if they carry on past heat 8.
Yeah.
This is heat 7, and then obviously heat 9 is when we go into the seeded riders. So we'll have to obviously keep an eye on this. Maybe they go into juniors, maybe they carry on, let's see. But
Bit of racing. Do you reckon they could do the racing?
I mean, there's a possibility. I think maybe juniors or something like this might be the, I don't know. I mean, they've been bashing through a few heats. It's gone a bit light on this inside, and the wave has got less as well. So those
It also
two
gets very shallow on the inside as the tide drops.
Yeah.
Cabeza.
Yeah, looks. Yeah, you can just see the scores when the boys are struggling to get over 10.
Yeah.
You know, the best guy in the heat who's had a good heat is on 10.15. It's usually an indicator that it's pretty tricky. Lots of wave scores, but no real juice in them. All quite small.
That's frustrating for a rider too when you're out there trying to show the world your best and you're not getting the best conditions.
Yeah, yeah. But again, there is also a skill in riding small stuff.
We always go back to Mark Perret. He always managed to make crappy conditions look amazing. So
Yeah. Well, look at Moritz.
Yeah,
I mean, he just
yeah, true.
come into that heat.
yeah, smashing it.
But I would say that was maybe the better end of it, you know, with Jochen's heat as well, that
Yeah.
heat and Moritz's heat. Actually, two Simmer boys on it. Good to see. Good to see. We've got the Severn and starboard of Nagoshi heading out. One of the young up-and-comers. He's a bit of a crazy dude, this guy. Goes full off it on the doubles.
Really?
He's actually in second place in this heat now, with that
Nice.
last back loop coming in at a 3.97. This is Sugi. Probably needs a back loop if he can find something.
Forward, still forward.
Forward, a bit bigger than maybe his first one. 1 minute 40 on the clock.
There's wind.
There
Powered
we
up
go.
now.
That's better from Esteban.
Just land on the back of, like, there's a little bit of a lip on the back behind it. He landed on that,
Yeah.
I think. Just got a bit unlucky on that.
I think they're going to try and get through that 8 feet. But again, we're not the judges. We're just coming up for it. But nice to see. And probably nice for some of you guys, not all of you, but I think some of you probably like seeing some of the average conditions and see what these guys can do. Obviously, Beauvalet is in this, but at the moment he's in 4th place. But it wouldn't take a lot to change it. You know, one decent wave score and all the results will change. Nagoshi's actually in the lead at the moment with the 3.97 back loop and a 2.75 on his last wave and a 3.62 on his other wave. Esteban de Cruz really needed that back loop to stick. If he'd have got that, he would have put himself pretty safe. But with 30 seconds to go, he's still looking good. But look who it is, Beauvalet heading out. Oh, he wanted something, couldn't find it. Looks frustrated. He's got some colour combos going on though.
I like it.
That's the main thing.
I wanted to see a good one-handed forward. That would have been nice. Shame we just didn't really get the whip that he was looking for, I don't think.
No, 10 seconds to go. Well, less than
That's
10
it.
seconds. That's it. Over.
Done.
So that was heat number 7. Looks like Nagoshi and De Cruz. And I think that those two were more stand out. So I think it's a pretty safe result. Obviously, we didn't see the conditions, but still enough to judge who was the best two riders in that heat. And then we've got the last heat of this first round coming up. And we've got Jules Denel coming up in this one. Oh, and we've got the Chilean local, Gonzalez, We've got Brandenburg, and then the Masters World Champion, Mr. Mike Friedel.
Nice.
There we go. That was the results from that last round.
So what's local time at the moment? It's 3 o'clock. Doesn't get dark here till quite late, but like they were running the slalom until about 8 o'clock yesterday, weren't they, or 7:30?
Yeah, late-ish.
So maybe if they do stop the waves, I'm sure they're going to plan to do something else as the day goes on. It's still quite early here. The forecast is pretty, it's ish.
I don't know if they'll do slalom after all
No,
this. I would be surprised.
Yeah, okay. So
I'd be
maybe the
surprised.
kids, they got a lot of
Yeah, maybe.
kids to get
I mean,
through.
you never know what they're gonna. They don't know what the conditions are gonna do. They're definitely gonna try and get this heat 8 done, and then I think they'll have a little review.
Let's see. Talk to
how
the
it's
riders. Jules Donnell then, not seeded.
Yeah,
No,
Jules
that's-
Donnell in the first round. So, but Gonzalez could be interesting here from Chile. He's talented fella. He's actually on the Simmer team, he's been hanging out with Paré,
Nice.
Moritz and these boys.
Oh, the small guy that's been
Yeah.
hanging out with Perret. Ah, okay.
Yeah, but he's definitely got some skills. So, in this type of stuff, port tack, be interesting to see how he copes with it. I know he's probably not sailed here very often, but
I say the small guy. Perret's just massive, isn't he?
he's a tall fella.
Yeah.
This is Brandenburg.
JP Gastro or JP?
There we go. Forward from
Gun.
Brandenburg. Oh, it looks like Gonzalez is about to ride a wave there as Friedel heads out. This is Jules Donnell. Just to find something. Donnell.
Looking.
He's got something as well.
Nice.
That's how you do it. And that's the difference. It's not luck.
No, that's...
They make it happen.
on anything.
And, timing is everything. Tenerife, just going in and out is not always the best way. Sometimes you have to stay on that inside, wait till you see something, and then you have to time your run up like you would a start line in a slalom race, And that's the skill here, not just going in and out and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I learned that the hard way.
You could see it with the top boys, how they just sit on the corner and they just wait and wait and wait,
Yeah.
and then they're gone.
Yeah. Gonzalez with that forward loop there.
Had some points, not the highest points. The
No,
forward,
that was a
but
nice turn from Donnell.
There you go,
Donnell's
again.
the one who's kicked this heat off the best.
Jules is normally seeded, so we don't normally see him in the beginning rounds, do we? On a normal competition day, so it's tough luck for the guys that get seeded with him.
Yeah.
That get put with him. As Mike, world champion masters, huh?
Yep. Mike Friedel Senior.
How did he get on Poser this year?
One.
Nice.
Well, to be fair, he didn't win the single, but he won the double. But the winner of the single didn't turn up because he had to go home in the double. So,
okay.
but he sailed good.
Yeah. I was impressed with his sailing last year. He was sailing really good.
Yeah, but Lars Gobish was the one who won the single, and Lars sails really good as
Yeah.
well. So Lars would have definitely put up a solid fight. It would have been difficult to beat Lars twice, I think.
Yeah.
But Mike did what he had to do. He beat who he was in front of him.
So probably struggling with the conditions, the Chile guy.
He's probably wondering what's going on.
Yeah, a bit different, huh?
Where's the waves?
It's funny, some people, when they don't realise they live in the best place in the world.
Yeah.
Sometimes until they go to Europe and go, I think Silt's quite famous for that. Everybody wants to go to Silt and then they realise how onshore cold and gnarly it is and go, oh, okay.
It can be good, but it can also be absolutely gnarly.
Yeah.
They're not in this heat. It's only the guys with the rash vests on that we need to film. He's not in this heat.
Guys,
There we go.
Jules, backside 360, backside shove it. Next it to a front side turn. Let's see, he's still milking it because it will still add points for sure. There we go.
Yeah, Jules Donnell 4.07 for the back loop and 4 points for his first wave, and just putting his next wave, and already you're going to see him go over 10 points, which in the last heat we only saw that towards the end of the heat. So, you know, Jules Donnell already looking good in this heat. Gonzalez at the moment in second place, but no real decent scores on, just filled a few of the score sheets. So very hard to kind of put any weight to these scores at the moment.
Is that one of Perret's also?
It does look like it's probably on Perret's normal sale.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Although Perret has got a lot of sales at the moment because he's been doing a lot of prototyping.
Nice. Good to have him on the team, isn't it? I bet.
I mean, I don't think you get better than that, guys. The work ethic is
a
insane,
machine, isn't he? Yeah. What I like about Perret is he sails a lot in cold conditions, like really cold conditions.
Yeah.
He loves it, doesn't he?
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I think if there was an event in cold, his level doesn't drop, which is not usual.
Because the wetsuits make a big difference, don't they? Like having a 5 to 6 mil wetsuit compared to a pair of Speedos makes a big difference.
Yeah, so looking at this, they say there's going to be a heat break and they're going to carry on going.
Okay. So
there will be a heat break after this heat 8, and then they will carry on working through. So Jules Donnell on 11.19, 312 with that last wave score. Mike Friedel Sr. putting in 3.75 and a 2.5, looking for a jump. And I think it looks like Gonzalez maybe struggling a little bit here.
Yeah.
Would be safe to say in these conditions.
Probably not what he's used to, eh?
So, Mr. Jules Donnell.
Must be destroying it though.
We'll have a look at the matchups as well, which is when we have some quiet bits, which is, you know, heat number 9, which comes up after this one, is Antoine Martin, Arthur Arukin, Victor Fernandez, and Constanzo. Oh. We got Dieter van der Eycken against Richter, Costa, and Ishii. Friedel, Swift, Nuro, and Van Dam. Sugi, Stillrich, Paré, and Smooth. Not easy that. No, Stillrich is the danger, coming up from the first round.
Yeah.
Chapuis, Voachol, Juban waiting for the third one. Mauricio, Moritz, Marino, Gill, and De Cruz. As Mike Friedel gets a nice one here. Oh, quite get the power delivery off the top there, which would have given him the big points. And then elsewhere we got Salmon, Nagoshi, Dunkerbeck, Kohlberg, Campello, Brown, Stoltz, and
the winner if this goes through.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's not going to be easy for anyone, really, is it?
Nah, those next rounds going to be interesting.
It'd be interesting to see the sailing and see the level and see what the big guys can make these conditions look like. But at the moment, looking at it, it looks pretty flat.
Yeah, I mean, judges are looking at it from a different angle. We're seeing it obviously from the TV, but you can see it's there's a bit of wind. Forward loop from Friedel. I'll keep him in second place, but you know, some low scores really. That's not. So just under halfway through this heat. This is Brandenburg. Just with a couple of 1.5s on the waves. Still Gonzalez struggling to find anything of any proper scores. I mean, they can happen really quickly if you get one of those waves. It does feel like the wave has got smaller though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really
And
feels
it will
like
do,
you're scratching
to be
around.
fair.
Like,
it's not going to get much better, I'm afraid.
I think maybe that heat break, keep an eye on that, because that one heat break might end up stretching into a couple of heat breaks, and maybe, I don't know, but when you look at it from this angle, it doesn't look as bad. You know, it looks windy, it looks like there's a few waves around, but Gonzalez on that inside, there's a few rocks in there. Just looking, Parade's probably looking at the gear going, oh my god.
Yeah. Did Finn get through, did he? Or not?
No.
Okay.
He said he was going to go for a sail at low tide and then give you your board back.
Yeah.
6:30 on the clock. Jules Dinell leading with 12 points. Second place, Mike Friedel Senior on 9.29, and then we got Sprandenberg on 5.5, and then Gonzalez on 4.5. So really hasn't found anything at the moment. I mean, onshore down the line, because that's kind of what it is here. It's there's not many places where you do it.
No, I don't know. Jules, a nice wave behind.
Yeah, Jules. You see the bottom turn just driving through. You've got to keep your weight so far forward on this to keep that speed up. Keep the drive.
But you're right, Ben. Well, I get so many clients that are really good at sort of island where it's down the line, and they can't work out how to keep powering the sail when it's onshore. It's a different kettle of fish. It's just you can sail onshore, good. You can sail pretty much anywhere in the world, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, down the line, you've got the power is naturally in your sail.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do big turns or anything. You still get loads of power, and the wave is pushing you into the wind, and everything's just easy. Whereas when it's a bit more onshore like this, and you've got to drive forwards and keep the sail open, and there's a lot going on. It's not simple, that's for sure. That's a better turn.
It's like Pozo. Those guys make it look like it's down the line cross-shore, but that place is so onshore. It's amazing what they do.
Yeah.
Incredible. And you don't realise it until you go there and see how onshore it is. Everybody watches Pozo. Oh yeah, I want to go Pozo. It looks really nice down the line. You go there, it's like bolt onshore 70 knots going.
There's like all these places. They're very specific to certain techniques, and you know you can. When you watch the videos, it's hard to give it the credit that it is until you actually go and sail at the same spot. You're like, wow, okay, they are doing something special here.
Yeah.
But conditions definitely are not. They're not firing right now. There's a bit of wind here though, because Mike Friedel's heading out. Got plenty of speed.
Got power.
He's still in second place at the moment. So
you could upgrade his forward. Oh, he's got a good back loop on him, has he, Mike?
Got 1 foot back he likes, so
there's a bit of wind and height for that though.
I mean, the thing is, if you're not able to get back loops, if you're seeing just forward loops from all the riders and you're not seeing many back loop rotation, the chances are it's very small.
Yeah.
You know, back loop should be staple.
There we go.
But Jules Dinell is, you know, is the highest seed in this round, and you can see he's making it look good. Same as Mike, you know. Mike Masters world champion.
They're finding the waves, aren't they, and making it work?
Yeah, he was back on the PBA back in the day, Mike.
Really?
Yeah. You know, obviously had his son, Mike Friedel Jr.
How old is Mike Friedel?
Senior.
Junior.
Junior, I don't know, 20-ish now, is he? More, a bit more.
Senior?
20, low 20. 57.
Sick to be able to be on the world tour with your son. That's cool. And they both rip. Nice.
That's a good thing about having a son a bit earlier.
Yeah, true. We did the other way.
I'm going to be old codger when my daughter's a bit older. Daughters, I should say. Here we go. Friedel, what's he got for us? Backy.
Oh, nice. But that's maybe why he's going on such a world tour mission now, is it? Yeah, fair enough. See, we did that and then had kids.
Yeah.
Or kid. You had two.
Exactly. Yeah, I've done the other way around. I had my retirement early, now I'm working.
Two women, you're going to be working for a long time, my friends.
I know, that's what I mean.
Two young girls.
I might not make it. 2:40 on the clock.
Jules again, chucking buckets out of nothing. This is the difference. And this is what the judge is going to be looking for. He's on nothing there, but he's making it look like a wave. He's chucking some buckets of spray out the back. For what we have to offer, that's the best we've seen so far, or some of the best waves in this heat. And it wasn't very big, but again, it's windy, it's playing conditions, there are waves. We've got a lot to get through, so every wave counts here, small or big. Of course, the bigger the better, but if there's nothing at all, it's better to grab something than nothing.
So 1:55 on the clock.
Ron's asking about if these guys have any, is this the best gear they have for the conditions? Free waves, now just to let you know, a free wave would never really turn like a proper waveboard. It just doesn't have the tail, it's got too much volume, so they'd never really, any professional windsurfer on the world tour would probably
well,
never
maybe
use a
in this
free
condition.
wave.
I mean,
Wave?
you never know, just because there's not much of a
What,
wave anyway.
production one?
You could make it happen in this time.
I
this small
personally
stuff.
struggle. I love free waves, I think they're great, but compared to my quad for turning, it's
Yeah,
night and day difference, you know, for me.
yeah. It depends what you're after and what free wave it is. You know, not
Yeah.
all free waves are built
Also
equally.
the weight, how heavy you are. Like if you're a big guy, you know, a free wave.
I know our free wave, like if I saw Simmer free wave, I've been on that. It's quite wavy.
Yeah.
So
same with the Goya one. It's very wavy.
I could use that easily in this. It would be quite. It would probably be maybe the one I would use because
Really?
there isn't much of a wave. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. To be fair, I haven't had a go on many goes on the new one, but what I've heard is going to be very wavy. Some of the guys are using the bigger ones instead of the bigger quads now, so I could be wrong. I take it back.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I would always rather be on a bigger quad than a freestyle wave.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But
I mean, like
the freestyle
every-
waves will get you out there for
I
sure.
think every brand's got different things, and again, depends on the sailor. It depends if
Yeah.
you need speed. If you need speed, then it's helpful. If you need turning ability, you know, whatever
Heavy
you
on the back foot.
Yeah, you've got to
Need a bit of volume.
tune it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it's a bit of a tough one, that question. It depends on the person, the conditions,
Yeah.
the level.
You'll see when these other guys go out, they're all going to go out for a bit of a free sail now because there will be a heat break. But that is the end of heat number 8 and the end of the first round in the pro men. So it is on postponement now. Keep your eye on it. Will we start again? Well, they are forecasting to start in a heat's time, but I think they're going to use this heat break to basically see if they think it is worth carrying on, if it's competable. It was looking a bit ropey, I think, towards the end of that.
And the tide is dropping, so
You
it's
know.
not going to be best for the waves. So
No. Jules Donnell made a good account of himself, you know, over 10 points, so 12.19, but still we know how good Jules is, and he had to really push to get certain things there. You know, Mike under 10 points. We know how good Mike is.
Yeah,
He couldn't
yeah.
even get a back loop. That guy can back loop with his eyes shut.
True, true.
So when you start seeing back loops, even micro back loops, it's a bit of a worry, I would say. But let's not get too carried away. You know, we are not the head judge. The head judge will be making up their own minds. But it will be Donnell and Mike Friedel Sr. Congratulations. Good lads.
Good
So a
job.
couple of the masters getting through to the next round. Second round of the men stays on hold by the sounds of it. So let me see
so
what
we're going to go and venture outside and check out what's happening. Cheers, guys. Good luck. Enjoy the action. I think they're going to just put you on.
Well, no, I
Right,
think
you-
it says one heat break after this one. The 8 seconds.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so let me just check because maybe they will be going into juniors. But we'll keep an ad. What is the plan for now? Just
We are waiting to see how the conditions
okay. So we are. There's no specific plan at the moment. They are on postponement. They are looking at the conditions. As we saw, they deteriorated a little bit towards the end of that round. So they'll be keeping an eye on it. So if you are wanting to watch any live action, you'll have to wait and see. If you miss some of the stuff from forward, obviously you can go back on the stream and have a look. But all the results are online on the eliminations. Congratulations to all the riders that got through to that second round. Now we're into the seeded stuff. So it will get pretty interesting from now on in. Make your predictions in the comments. Who do you think was the standout in that first round? Who was looking good? Join us when we have a bit more conditions, hopefully later on today. Oh, we're live. We're live.
We are back.
We're back, and we are back with a little bit of a difference because we have got the ladies. All the ladies, all the windsurf ladies.
Hello,
Are
ladies.
out there now. It's low tide, so it's pretty small, but the ladies are in. We're into the first round of the single elimination.
Nice.
Oh,
There we
lovely forward from Bang. No, it wasn't, was it? Yeah, Bang Vitrup from Denmark.
Nice forward.
Very nice.
So 1 jump, 2 waves is still what's going on at the moment. Not many waves, so the judge is going to be looking at the size, like this one's quite a nice size. Who's that, Maria?
That is Van Noisel.
Van Noisel. There we go, that's a nice.
Got a good bottom turn on it.
Yeah, it was
We
nice.
said that. We saw her in Pose, actually. Like a new name for me. And got loads of drive off the bottom, which usually means you're going to get a good top turn. So be interesting to see in these tricky conditions. There's wind out there. It's low tide, so they have to be really careful of the rocks.
See on the inside, catch you out.
It can really catch you out if you're not careful.
Also for jumping, if you're going for back loops, coming into nose first could be pretty.
So this guy is not in the heat. He's actually in the men's fleet. So all the riders are down here. So Van Noisel, we've got Blanca Alabao in this one. Obviously one of the racers. Obviously lives here in Tenerife. Next door neighbour, isn't she?
Yeah, she's just round the road. My girlfriend of Matteo. Good neighbour. Good level off street.
Is she a good neighbour?
Don't see her that much. She's on tour quite a lot, but they're always out and about tuning fins and stuff. But she's a very good racer. She's just recently got into waves. I think last year was her first wave competition. Learned to forward about a year ago.
Okay.
And she's getting into the fin because she was just a foiler at first before she met Matteo, I think. Here she is. You can see she's got a good bottom turn from that slalom sailing.
Nice.
There we go. She's out when she can, when there's waves.
Now you have to be straight away careful because of the rocks, no?
This
I don't
is
know.
where it's getting a bit
It's
shallow.
pretty shallow there, isn't it?
Yeah, so you need to get out there. Now she's pulled out.
Yeah.
You can see how... she's... Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, it's very rocky.
And the problem is you get some little nuggets that stick out, and that's the ones that you need to be careful.
I always get very stressed in there.
Yeah.
Especially for other people more than myself.
I've lost lots of fins in there.
Yeah.
GoPros.
So that forward coming in at a 3.25 for Vitrup. If you're tuning in, let us know where you're watching from. I'm in the booth with Mr. Colin Whippy Dixon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Windsurf coaching in the house. This is Maya on the hot sails. She's not got a lot of protection there for the rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I say, I know people are going to say, oh, stop going over that rock. But I tell you now, you don't see them on this. But low tide Cabezo, if you are coming here on holiday, just be very careful, low tide Cabezo. It looks quite friendly because it's nice and flat and stuff. But there are a few little heads poking up every...
You need to
so
go
often.
upwind of the car park.
Yeah,
if you ever come
upwind
here.
is definitely the place to
it's
to
a place
ride.
to sail when low tide, and then more higher tide. That's where we have the action out the front here in Cabezo. But again, as you said, those rocks are kind of soft rocks, but you've got no options of coming in. You've got to kind of tack or jibe out. And the problem when the waves are that small, you kind of wait for the wave to break, and of course it breaks so much shallower, and that's where the problems come. Because you knock your fins off now through your heat, it's going to take you at least, 5-6 minutes to get back, to get some more kit. There's your heat gone. So, got to be careful.
We've got Bra Wind watching from Brazil. We've got Martin Deman watching in the car.
Not in his club.
Beer Wind, sorry. Go Blanca. Bit of support for Blanca Alabao. Got Saf, here we go. Look at this. Bang!
Oh.
Who's that? Oh, it's Dunkerbeck. Get out of it. Oi, we're not on the right place there. That's the boys warming up downwind.
Is that downwind? Is it?
Upwind.
Or upwind.
Oh, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, they're upwind, I think.
This
They
is
go
more like it.
Bianca.
Oh,
that was
Blanca.
nice.
Some good hits.
Supporting the We One. She's sponsored by We One this year. So,
We won.
We are one. We won.
We won. We won.
We are
2-1.
one. We are one. 1-1-2. Achoo.
We won.
God bless you.
Check. We won. But scores.
Will she win?
What's
That's
the
the question.
scores on the doors?
At the moment.
Blanket Alabao 238 for his first wave. For a first wave, I should say 0.5 for the forward. So crashed to forward.
Yeah, wet forward. And that's the problem when the wind's a little bit light. But they're on 4-2, so.
Are they?
Well, I just saw the. Who did I just see with the?
Well, they're quite far
With the
down.
north-
Yeah, we're right down.
Duotone
The
sails are
drone
4-2.
is kind of in the wrong place there. We need to get back up into the competition area. This is Maya.
So Barring's on a 4-2. This one here, and just going out now on the duotone sail.
That's
a 4-2.
Van Nuzel.
Oh, Van Nuzel, sorry. I do apologise. Van Nuzel's on a 4-2. So there's wind.
Yeah, that's good.
Just very shallow on the inside. We've got Bianca
Watch
here.
those fins. Bianca. Blanca.
Connecting the dots, making something out of
Yeah.
nothing. It's good.
She's good. She's obviously got a really good background in racing, so she's got a very methodical approach to things. And that definitely helps with wave sailing. A lot of the racers actually do really well in the waves, just because of their approach to it.
Know how to read a competition, huh?
Yeah, fill the score sheet,
Yeah.
do things like
Yeah.
tick the boxes.
Be at the right place at the right time. When it starts upwind on the way.
Yeah, these guys, this is not in the heat. It's the white and blue sail is, not the red. There we go. This is Vitrup. Waiting for something to ride.
Have they? They've called off the racing, so definitely no racing is going to happen today for anybody.
They sent them home.
Yep, send them home. Just for any racers out there waiting to find out.
Van Nuzel looking to try and get something.
That's dangerous when your board sinks that low when it's that shallow on attack. That's what can put a hole in your board. That's why I always hear in Cabezo, it's good to have a little bit of volume on the inside because it does always get a little bit light.
Yeah.
That bit of volume so your board doesn't sink onto the rock underneath. So it's pretty helpful on a low tide.
We've got Andrew White watching from Ontario in Canada, and then it says Brenda Rocker watching from Ontario in Canada. You can't copy each other. You can't just copy
Just
and
sat
paste
next
the
to each
previous
other.
comment. Dennis Snow, bit of cheering for Blanca Alabao. And it's not easy conditions. I mean, the best guys in the world, you know, were you know, you can see the rocks there. Look at that. So what scores have we got going in? At the moment, Wittrup leading quite comfortably with a 3.62 and a 2.62. The 3.25 on the jump. So if you are tuning in for the first time, we are obviously in Tenerife El Médano, and this is the Playa Surf Hotel Windsurfing World Cup. It's a Grand Slam event. Yes, it is. Slalom and waves. And today has been all about the waves. We've had the first round of the waves. This is how we're looking in this heat so far. The women's have just started. This is the first heat. The women. Bang Wittrup is leading with Alabau in second. Then Van Nuysel and then Maya. Couple of guys trying to get in on the action.
Kevin Meverson there in the corner, just flew past.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Nev.
With his moves out.
The red sail's not in the heat.
You can't see why red sail, blue top. There we go.
This red sail is.
Blue
There
top.
we go.
Red sail.
Blanca, Alabau.
Boom.
Bum.
There we
Not
go.
bad.
Just get another turn on the white
She's
water.
finding some waves. Bit of wind saying it seems to be tough conditions. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's not easy. I think you've got to remember, like Tenerife, when it's like this, you've got to go pretty big on the sail size, which
Yeah.
means you're sailing out the back pretty powered up, but then on the wave you've got some power to make some stuff happen. And there is a different way of sailing. It's not natural to go so powered up sometimes.
Also, as I said before, having that little bit more volume on the inside helps here for me.
Yeah, definitely volume, that's for sure. Steve says, cheering for my friend Isabel.
Go with
Van Nuysel. Van Nuysel. Noisel.
Van Nuysel.
Van Nuysel doodle houses. 5 minutes to go. And it's cancelled. So there we go. Well, I think you guys spotted it at home. Sherlock in the comments said it's not very... seems the conditions are not great. Yes, you are correct, and it has been cancelled. You can see a little bit more, and it would be good. There seemed like a few waves every so often. You were kind of thinking it could happen.
The problem is it's just getting so shallow on the inside where they're breaking. That's the problem, I think.
Yeah, where the waves are breaking, it's
mega shallow.
It's take your fins out time.
Yeah.
Which
You
is not
just see
ideal.
on the inside. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong screen here.
Well,
Well, let's go and check it out. And
they were trying. Yeah, they were trying. Well, there we go. So just to give you an idea, they're going to obviously keep an eye on these conditions, but Bang Wittrup and Alabau were leading that heat. That would have been enough, but as you can see, the score's not really coming through, struggling to get the jumps in. I mean, no doubt about it, Wittrup definitely was the standout in that heat. She's the one who's been doing the most competition, looked comfortable.
Nice
I think we're
turns.
going to see her qualify through. I mean, but that heat has been cancelled, and they will have to resail it. They want it fair conditions for everyone. So you're going to have to watch this space. Stay tuned, because we will be back as soon as we get deliverable conditions. We've still got a lot of days left in this competition. It's Tuesday today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's still all on, and the forecast is looking good for the weekend. So there is a chance we're going to be coming back today. We're going to go and check out the conditions outside of this booth. And as soon as we get any live action, we'll be straight back in here to bring you the action. So see you soon.
Cheers.
Brookboards, we only use one construction, the premium responsive carbon construction, compromise of strength, flex, weight and durability. We use unidirectional carbon on the EPS to absorb direct impacts. Then the board gets wrapped in PVC or Airex to make the sandwich construction, 3 mm on deck and 5 mm on the bottom. After that, a full wrap on deck and bottom of Biax carbon 45 degrees. We use full rail-to-rail band reinforcements for the whole straps area. We have an extra layer from around the mast track to the tail on the deck to give the walking areas extra durability, plus another additional layer on the bottom of the board to again extend the life of the board if you are an extreme jumper. In Brookboards, we put a lot into development so that our boards perform great and last for many years.
Okay, so it is official. It is over for the day. That is it. Yeah, there'll be no more action today. Next announcement is tomorrow, 10:30. So day number 5. We did get through some action. If you missed it, it's all available on the live stream. There'll be a highlights video later. But men's single elimination. What we got through 8 heats. We got through to the seeded rounds, and we've got some good matchups tomorrow. What did we see in that first round? Just thinking, Arukin won his heat. Richter. We had Friedel Jr. We had Stilrich looking pretty good. Varchol. We got to say Jochen Stoltz and Mike Friedel, the masters, getting through that first round, which was really good to see. Nagoshi got through. Denell got through. But you can check all that out on the PWA website. It's all available. But that is it for day number 5? Day number 5 at the Playa Surf Hotel here in Tenerife El Médano for the Windsurfing World Cup Grand Slam. Will it be slalom tomorrow? Will it be wave? Will there be wind? You'll have to join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock.